Hello, check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, and we are live. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling on this beautiful Monday in October? October is a special month. We have another full moon coming. As we started the month with a full moon, we'll be ending the month with a full moon. So I hope you are all nice and everybody relax. We're getting into the precipice of the bull run, but there's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to go over. Am I in the dark? Can you see that I am in the dark? Oh, let me turn on the lights. I just feel like this does better. Well, I put my phone down somewhere. I don't feel like finding it. Controls the light, so I should look green. I should be a little green because I have green light bulbs. Okay. What's up, darkness? Welcome to the crypto lifer, everybody. No. Anyway, we have a wonderful show planned for everybody today, so I hope you're feeling great. One of the most thought out and planned shows that I've ever had, actually. So just wanted people to know that and think about that. NIO, as I told people, to take a nice profit up at 30, doing what it does in a falling wedge. Just bringing that up. As the markets open. Check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Check. 1 2 1 2. As the markets open, here we go. That's a nice tone. I'll be up here anyway. Here, I'm going to be up here most of the time if I keep my back straight. Thank you for those likes as you guys pop in. You guys are loyal lifers. Really, really appreciate that. Hope everyone's doing well today. Okay. Okay. Now, I have a great show, and we're going to rock it. What we're going to do is we're going to go over the usual. Bitcoin dominance. A lot of people start getting into their altcoins and trading altcoins, and they forget, I think, to check the old dominance and to go through the checklist. So I'm here to kind of bring everyone back to square one, make sure everyone is following protocol, doing what we got to do to get to the top. Okay, so let's check it out. First thing we're going to do, look at Bitcoin on a nice pump. Keeps retesting this area of 13,200. It seems to want it bad. We actually got higher than that, middle of the night almost. I believe it was last night, the night before. Yes, so today is the 26th. Yeah, on the 25th at about, saying at 11:30 at night, right about there, and into maybe 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning region. Or was it, this is saying 11 in the morning. Is that right? 24, then it turns into 25th. No, middle of the night on the 24th. Yeah. Into 2 in the morning on the 25th. And it turned, we saw Bitcoin going to 13.34. Where was the high here? 351. I didn't see that. What's going on, Muser? How you feeling, my friend? And then we see Bitcoin here at 13.2. So now we're approaching these regions. Let's get to that 1 minute to get to the juiciness. Turn off my Discord. If you're into Discord, I should probably set one up. So here I saw what I call the diamond. Interesting. But here it defied the odds of a diamond. Well, let's say we could say if we make the diamond lower. Always subjective. Patterns can change. But yeah, you made the diamond like something like maybe even like this somehow. I don't know how. Said that it came in. I don't know. Interesting. Nice. Took that down for 8%. There we go. There we go. So Bitcoin right now was in this wedge for a long time. And now this is what I'm trying to show you guys. This is when I get bullish on any asset, but like higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Strange spike. That's when you thought the ship may have sailed. But no. Right? We go back. We're like, nah. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Kind of on the low. Get sketchy there. But then we just boom up again. Nice support here. 13.2 now is becoming a very, very strong level where people are buying and selling. And now it's getting so much. When you start getting comfortable with the price, like we're all comfortable seeing this price. Now, for it to crash down hard, I don't know. But let's take a look at the daily. Let's look at the health of the run. Now let's look like this is like, you know, see how this horse is doing in the race. Let's look at its chemistry now. Like, now remember, we take this. We can go to the big pennant, but even just the little pennant here, which is a beautiful retest, textbook retest. And if you think everything on Bitcoin would be exaggerated, it's kind of like those Legos. You know, you build with little Legos, but when you give your kids, they're just getting old, they build with bigger Legos. And like it looks like Legos, but it's just like this giant version. That's how I look at Bitcoin in these patterns. You know, it's going to do everything exaggerated. Like, so look at this big pattern, like this giant retest with a Bart Simpson pattern. Now, that's just what I was wondering too. Are we going to get a Bart? You know, that was a huge Bart. Daily Barts are ridiculous. So look at the daily Bart. There's probably multiple Barts inside of that Bart. But they Barted us right back down. Now, 13,168, quick pullback. See how fast that hits 13,200? To me, that's a kind of a bearish retest of 13.2, right? Going to be a lot of volatility for Bitcoin. I'm warning you guys. So it's going to throw the altcoins up and down a lot of fast profit taking if you're in altcoins. Money Monday with the lifers. What's going on, my friends? How's everybody feeling? I've been cautious lately, honestly. Like I did so well last week that I'm just like, okay, I'm going to take a breather and make sure that this week is as good as last week. You know, I want to close my weekend out. Like I made a couple hundred on the weekend, just being nice and easy. Just not trying to, just being so easy. You know, trades that didn't really bother me at all, but just taking a little bit of profit here and there. 120 here, 50 here, 60 here, you know, just taking it in. So we're looking at Bitcoin now on the daily, and it's, you know, it's in the overbought region. Okay, so we're getting overbought. That's kind of worrisome to me, right? We're gonna have to cool off. Tells me that it's time to close your trades, get into some tether, right? Like maybe even take a couple of days off. Like this, this is looking to me, that's worrisome. I mean, how much longer can it stay overbought? Let's look at its lifetime. This is Bitcoin on the daily, so we can see this was the 2020 run. Here was that other run in June. Here were some big pumps that it's had in its life, including this one. So I have some other things to show you, to tell you that it's time to cool down. You know, we went on a nice run, guys. We've pumped from, like, let's think, the bottom of this 4,000 in the low just in March, April, May, June, July, right? Then we had an amazing June and July, right? With Bitcoin just staying sideways right here in this pattern. The low nines just doing its thing. We pump out of 10,000, which is a gift, right? We do our thing up in the 12,000s, get everyone excited. We break 10 again. We have a little folly. We break 10 for a while, then we stay above 10,000. You know, this could be the time we all remember, like where Bitcoin never went back to 10,000. Now, we obviously, let's look at the macro level here. We're going to go back to 12,400. I mean, that's going to happen. If we ain't the crypto lifers. And how do we know that's going to happen? Because we're overbought, right? Clearly overbought on the daily. Okay, look at the 3-day. Even the 3-day is getting there, and the 3-day doesn't get there too much. It takes a little bit. Now, we could have a rally of rallies. Look at this. We were here in the same place on the 3-day, and this thing went out of control. Okay? So, look, we could be right here somewhere, just getting out of this. Like that is. These look similar. You guys see what I'm seeing? I'm just always looking at anything into the deeper picture of Bitcoin. But look at this. Bit of a fractal possible, but you know. So here we come up. This is the upside down BART, but we come down, then we boom up. This just had a BART in it. Came across, went up more. This went down and went up. This just went up there, or this could be the BART there. See these? So we went this way, went up, came down. This way, went up, came down. Boom, boom, with a big candle. And like we're about to erupt. Pretty similar here, although this has far much movement on the RSI. We also just had our cross on the 3-day. The weekly is also about to get overbought. And the weekly's only been overbought 1, 2, 3 times. That's sad. We gotta look at the facts. It's not sad, but it tells us that it's gonna be good. There's gonna be some shortened weather coming. Looks like, so the weekly tells you we have some more pump coming because we're not overbought yet. Not overbought yet. All right, so hey, 16K. 16K has always been kind of my call. So we get a week or two more of a rally. These are weekly candles here, and we're only in the second. We usually get, so we got 3 more weeks, guys. 3 to 4 more weeks into November. We're gonna have a little pullback, maybe for like 3 weeks from like the second week into December, and then the rally will continue. So I'm calling that something. We get like 2 to 4 weeks more of this, of a run for Bitcoin. And you conclude, unless we just defy all odds, which is possible. And we make these charts just, these indicators just see things they've never seen. And they don't even know how to handle it. And that's possible. I'm open to that too. But we can clearly see there's somewhat of a pullback coming. The way we trade, we always take profits up here. So why wouldn't we assume there's a pullback coming for Bitcoin, right? We're just looking at the charts. We're not reading articles. I have no, everyone here knows I am the most bullish man on Bitcoin there ever is. Of course I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Long term, you can set it and forget it. But right now, look how overbought we are. Am I making it up, or am I just showing you the story? So we also double hilled with a slight or very high on the MACD. You don't get that high on the MACD. These are all indications right here of a pullback. It's possible we're on this hill here, but even that was a pullback. If you want to let me show you there. Right here, even this. We got up here, a little pullback from 53. We ended up touching 480, which at the time was a 10% pullback, right? So we did 10% pullback here. You're talking some money, talking 1,300. And that, you have to remember too, Bitcoin likes to make 1 to 3, 4% moves, and now the moves are going to be larger. When you get to 16K, when you get to 18K, 10% will bring you down to 16 too. And it moves that fast. So this is what, this is just, just be prepared for the volatility. Be prepared for the volatility. So we're looking at Bitcoin taking a pullback. When? Right now, we're saying we got a little bounce here. So we could start being pinned up here, but on the 8-hour we're hot. On the 4-hour, we cooled down a little bit, so we can come back in. Which is cool, but look in the head and shoulders that played out. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Price drop. RSI drop. Excuse me. So here we have a cross coming after a double hill on the MACD. So what does that say for me? All right. So we say in the week or two, we're seeing a pullback for Bitcoin. We'll just put that in our caps and get ready for that. So are we going to make it to all-time highs by that time and then pull back? Possible, but I don't think so. I think when we go to all-time highs, we go there with a freight train. I think the MACD and the RSI are set around 17,518. We're oversold at that point, and we have like a leg to go when we get to that point. So we're able to basically get right through it. That's a prediction of mine with a subconscious notion mixed in of how I look at the oscillators, kind of spun into one. A bit of a insane notion of a dream, futuristic idea, a dream-like futuristic idea, if you want to take it there. But I don't think I'm that far off from the truth, though. Meaning, I feel like the oscillators need to be where I want them to be when we're around 17.5. Okay, so we're at 14% coming for Bitcoin right now on the 14-hour. On the 4-hour, which is huge, 15.1. So pullback coming somewhere between 15,000 and 16,000. But I say it looks like we're coming for 15,000. There's our target right there. So I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. We also have a pull coming here on the 4-hour with the blue line crossing. The RSI is in pretty healthy place after being overbought, coming back down, resetting, but still very healthy. In a bull run, you don't really even go below 50. The RSI will just stay in this region. In a really healthy bull run, you won't see the RSI below 50. So this is exciting. Let's take a look at this ADX and DI. They're coming close, but it looks like they've already avenged each other, meaning they may not touch. This may just be kind of like they'll get close like this, and then they'll just bounce away. So I'll make sure they're not getting close and they bounce away. It's also not the greatest indicator by itself. Just sprinkle it on top. Sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it isn't. Okay, let's take a look at dominance right now. Dominance looking really, really hot. Also in a bull flag as well. So, sorry about that. Here's dominance. Dominance in a bull pennant. See it here? And I have a target of 62.83 coming. I see that scalp on dot. I'll take a look at that. I have basically a target here at 62.83 coming for Bitcoin dominance. So put this on your calendars and get an idea that Bitcoin dominance may go against us. Let's check it on the daily. Now on the daily, it broke out of this rising wedge, which it shouldn't have, formed a bit of a pennant. It's poking out now and still has the same target here of 62.82. Still could keep moving, not overbought at all as well. ADX and DI, let's take a look at that. Looks like that the red is still way above the green here and across, but they may come close. Interesting dynamic with the DI, the way the DI is forming with the green line. But yeah, on the daily, still has some room to move. 12-hour wants to roll over but may bounce. 8-hour looking good. 4-hour about to cross. So watch your alts right now. If you're in alts, maybe it's time to take some profit soon. Looks like Bitcoin's about to make a giant move, possibly to 14K. You see that 4-hour cooking on Bitcoin right now, and you see the 4-hour looking really good on the dominance. So it may be time for me to make a Bitcoin trade, honestly. Bitcoin's looking really nice. Holding strong support here too as well. This would have been a nice position to get into here, 12.897. Any one of these wicks, 12.92 on the 4-hour. We'll go back to the 1-hour. This wick would have been nice. When was this? This was at 4 in the morning today? Yeah, dang. 4 a.m. Bitcoin down to 12.923. Snatched that wick up at the bottom of the trend line. Really was the move. We go to market cipher. I bet we might see a green dot there on the 4-hour. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see though. I feel like it just froze on me. Okay, there it goes. The more and more people get on TradingView, man, slower it can get. That latency. Well, they were calling a dot, so they wanted to put you in here. Real. So this thing is very selective with its green dots on that 1 hour. But there it would have told you right here. So the 15-minute called that green dot right there. It said, dude, there you go. Look at it. Nailed it. Called another green dot right here. 12.9. And yeah, you would have been playing with it, but eventually these play out well. Look at the last few green dots. We're down here. And I feel like we're here. Honestly, right now we're right here. The same place. We're about to go. This went 11.4 all the way up. 13.1. Nice 1,500. We're ready to go over to 14,000. I'm telling you guys right now. So it's probably time for me to make a Bitcoin trade soon. I would have liked to get in here. I'm watching it now. If it starts to rocket past 13.2, that's my position to go in. If it breaks these levels here, breaks this level actually here at 13.35, but I'll even be happy with a clean close on the 1 hour right here above 13.200. If it can close 13.2 on the 1 hour, I'll start looking at it real closely for a scalp, maybe even in the 30-minute. That'll be something that I'll be positioning myself into. Be looking nice. And cake might be a nice place to get back into cake. It's got a green dot with the divergence right now. So this is telling you perfect time to get into cake. It did have some green dots multiple times though on this. So cake's been kind of throwing this off. But let's look at cake. We'll look at cake in a second. But cake goes up and down a lot. Swings, they do burn. Looking at dominance though, maybe not the best, but we'll get into what coins we want to look at. So dominance looking good, Bitcoin looking good. So you guys know now we've gone over that for the morning, and now what's going on? Now the title of the video today: Bitcoin holds support at 13K. Monero slowly rises. What coins to get bull run ready? Okay. So it's been a slow grind, but a great grind. And BNB coin now starting to make a big move. I've been pushing, always hold some BNB coin during a bull run. Good time. But you can see I have basically projected, and the charts are projected for us. It's good the cake fell down like that, though. Makes it like a pretty good scoop up, but we'll see. Something to look at. I like when a coin goes down like that actually has a big move. You know, a lot of people into it. So now, second thing we want to go over every morning: Bitcoin dominance, and we also want to go over the total market caps. We want to go over the entire market cap, right? And we want to see where we're sitting at. Now, we were peaking here at 398.73. This is where TradingView. I've seen it higher on other places than I know, but let's just stick with TradingView because that's how we're always looking at most things. What's good is we're right with the white moving average. We're not too high, not too low, which tells us we're doing great. And we also have strong support here with the 200-day moving average starting to get pulled up. When the 200-day moving average gets pulled up, it's telling you that the overall momentum is strong, right? Wants to say that after all these days are stronger than these past days, and they want to pull the moving average. They want to tell the average amount that you're higher than you used to be average. You're not as average as you were back down here. You're up here now. Pulling that 200-day moving average, just the philosophy of it, the psychological philosophy of it is amazing. The idea of what's happening there. So let's now, okay. Just want to make sure that everything's looking right today. And I realized too the other day, you guys see the chart on your own chat. I can move the chat out of the way. That's just old habits die hard. Okay, so what's going on, Hadouken? What's going on, Bagwell? Everyone here today, David Lee, Jesse B. Thank you guys so much for coming onto the live stream. BS Social Swap, really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. So here's the total market cap for crypto. Whenever I see a Bart Simpson pattern or a quick jump sideways like that, I omit it because we know that was manipulation or some type of shady move. And the pattern can still continue without that. So that's why you see me skipping these sometimes. Not because I'm lazy or I choose not to, or there's a reason. that's me telling you guys that I think that was just somewhat manipulation in the pattern. Because if we decide to include that in the pattern, look, like, I'll show you what happens is we start making weird trades, you know. I mean, we could be, I guess we could always just, and you know what, sometimes you can include it. It depends on how you feel. But to me, I like as many touches as possible to make the pattern. And that, I get more touches when I omit that. And that's kind of how I'm using the text. You know, if I just keep going by the rules say most touches is the pattern. So I get more touches here than I do there. And that's an ascending triangle, looking very, very bullish as it gets tighter into here. So let's see where we're going, right? We did this before and it's been working out. I'll show you below. Right here, look, we were here. We pulled out a thing. We said, wow, it looks like we're going to $400 billion. Even down here, look, we've been doing this work ever since. I said, wow, it looks like the market cap's going to get up to 344, you know, when we were down here at 310. Then we even had a, look, inverted head and shoulders. We made our way out of it eventually. Rejected, made a double bottom here, popped out. There's always a story. I love the story. I love finding the story in the chart and reading it to my, like a narrative, like using the numbers to talk linguistics. Math and language, is there a difference? You know, someone say no. Someone say they could communicate through numbers. 9.7% gains on the Frisian total market cap, going to $433 billion. I like to see that. That's looking really good. Let's look at the total 2 market cap of just these little crypto altcoins, these little altcoins, these little alts, the little alt boys, I meant to say, little mini alt guys. So boom. This is a bit of an ascending triangle as well. And this tells me that the alts themselves should complete this triangle and get all the way. So I got them at 165, breaking out of this. So look, we already had them on the 4 hour in this pennant here. Look at this, saying, okay, they're going to break out of the pennant. Once in there, they're basically over halfway there already, about to hit their target. If they clean that target, look, and if you can clearly see, I can make a neckline of this. Look, it's basically a head, shoulder, shoulder. It's an inverted head and shoulders. You know, do I have to draw it for you guys? I don't think so. You guys can see it. You guys can see it. So DOT finally breaks out. I know you guys are waiting. You're all fiending. No one's on my channel because you guys are all so busy trading DOT. But I'll show you. 467 was your sell, you know. I can say that off the top of my head. Take that profit in line with the same. Basically, all you have to do is just keep drawing your lines, you know, using your ideas. And also, let's break it down for you. So we have DOT falling out of the channel. I called DOT numerous times. I said $4. I don't know how many times, but I said DOT. One time I said 4. It did slip to 389. I'll give you guys that on a wick, you know. But then I switched it to like, okay, fine, 390, 4, anything between that area. You can get DOT at 4, somewhere around 4. You're a champ. You're a champ, and I also made a call for DOT. See this circle here? This is me putting this in my trading group, telling people, hey man, look what it's doing. It's using the 200-day moving average as support, right? You should buy every time it bounces off that in that region. So, and I circled this region and said, look, it's basically, it's doing the same thing. See this? I basically said you want to buy when it bounces off of the white line. You know? I don't know. Interesting. I'm always trying to point things out and use 2 scenarios. You can also see a double bottom here. So everything we teach, I've got support and resistance lines. Look, look at this. I didn't just draw this, guys. I didn't just draw this green line, right? It was already here. But anyway, Oh man, I drew it a second ago. That makes me look ridiculous. But this line here, look, like this green line. I drew it before the price hit it, you know? And it's a lot of times either the wick goes right above my green line or it actually hits the green line pretty much exactly. And that green line will always coincide. Look, all you had to do was look left. So I'll show you how to trade DOT and what's going on. How I know that you could have sold it at 467 and felt la-di-da without worrying that you actually needed to get back in. Let me show you. I mean, I already have it all kind of mapped out for you, but I'll show you like I never seen it. So I'm just looking at squiggly lines just like you. I'm looking on the 4 hour because I tell you that's a good place, right? I'm telling you, with dominance heating up and in Bitcoin where it is, I'm going to give you guys another little quick tip to rest like a beginner trader's mind, because I just saw something that I would remember as a beginning trader that would get me kind of going, and then my mind eased me and I was like, oh, you should tell this to a beginner trader because that's how you just eased yourself. And I said, okay, that's a good thing. So the talks with myself help me talk with you guys. Always talk with yourself. I mean, who else can you communicate with all the time? And you know, imagine a guy like me, how many talks I have with myself a day. So look at this, the blue line crossing the red line here, and we have 1 bar. Sometimes you might only get 1 or 2 bars, especially with dominance. And it's okay to take your profits. You know, this might go sideways on a bar now. Check it out. We'll get into it and we'll look at it on the 1 minute and we'll break it down. There may be a re-entry for DOT. May not be the end, you know, but we'll see what's going on. First, we'll build a picture here for what's happening. And now, whenever you're on DOT, like I told you guys, make your green lines. Sometimes they may coincide with your pattern. That's fine. But make your green lines, or whatever color you want to make them. They don't have to be green. Just make them. Support and resistance. So we got them locked up pretty much. They're not hard to find. DOT hasn't been around long, which is great. This is why that's actually really, some would say, oh, that's hard to trade, but it's just long enough for us to get you in. I'm going to get you the perfect re-entry, Meeser. We're going to break it down. Now, why do people sell? Well, I'll show you why people sell. They drew the bull flag like I did here, which is great because the bottom of the bull flag, you almost don't even need to draw because the 200-day moving average is right there. Someone would be like, where is it? Oh, they're both together now. You take your bull flag, right? Now, it didn't go the length of the flag yet. Yet, I say, right? And you do want to clean this up. I do it fast live for you guys, but you do want to clean it up if you're making a chart for somebody or you're posting it on TradingView or something like that. There you go. Now it hit first target number 1. Wow, it just jumped up a bit. So I think that may be a bit of a place of support and resistance. And we're going to take a look. Did it hit that? And that's why you really need the 1 minute at this point. Because without the 1 minute, you'll be a bit lost. We also know that we're getting overbought already on the 4 hour. Just remember that, you know. Even with this 1 bar, it's sad. You wish we wouldn't get so fast movement here. Now, I also see a double bottom. Do you guys see it? Look. Middle, bottom. And I'll make both little areas here. There's our double bottom. And it's good to see this. It's good to follow other traders. See what they say. DOT inverse head and shoulders completed. She says it's going to go to 524 or get rejected. And look, it's starting to make its move. It's the move of this person. I think it's a girl. Nugget torn. It ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. Mark Twain, The Big Short. All right, guys, let's all say that again to each other. That's amazing. It ain't what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. Damn, dude. I know for sure this is right. So every time I say I know something for sure, I'm just going to always say, well, I don't know for sure. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But then how do you have any sense of truth? You know? I guess that's why I base it on history. You know, like I bet the truth that fiat currency will basically self-destruct is because the idea that I've seen all other fiat currencies self-destruct throughout time. So this is pretty cool. DOT is defying like a double top in a way that I haven't seen in a while, which is very, very bullish. Once it breaks this line here of support, which it just had at 467, it is going back to 524, maybe today. It just had a cross and it's soon to be overbought though, but it looks like it has a little pump coming to it still coming out of this movement. Show you where it's going to go. Maybe it could get to the top here at 475 before it gets rejected again. Nice 2.4% gains coming. Was a nice run up though, right? Let's see how long it took. Love this new time ruler. I'm using it all the time. All the time. So in 1 hour, right? Oh yeah, that's what's cool too. You can go up with it. Ah, guys, I wasn't using it right. So look, and then you can go up with it, and it can show you how much you made in exactly the time. So this went up 5.77% in 1 hour and 45 minutes and 105 bars. Some mucha mala. That's great, right? Okay, so we see that there's clear support and resistance, and why? Well, we can show you on the 1 hour, the 2 hour, the daily how it works, and it's working here now on this time frame. And so if we lay this right down here, you can see we had resistance, resistance, new support. Now if we break this, it should come back down to this support, and then we play that game of whether we're bearish or bullish on support and resistance lines. And then if then that's how we kind of find out where we're going here. Now technically it had bearish divergence right here. So selling at 460, anywhere between 465, 464 makes you kind of a boss, in my opinion. It means you're well trained in your arts. Now, if you were able to re-enter down here, right, off of this double bottom looking thing, and the bounce right off of the 80 moving average, you were a triple boss. But that is insanity. I don't know if I would be able to do that. There was no divergence there. There was no real telling what was going on there. That was just kind of out of the blue bounce, in my opinion. I don't know about re-entry right now. I would wait. I would just wait now that it broke support. See how it broke support? I would just be waiting to watch now and see what's going on. It did get overbought. I would wait for it to get back down here now before I get at it. It really, the 1 minute, oh, look, 1 minute up. That's the longest it ever stayed up there like this. Well, that's new to me. Usually, look, 1 minute comes up, comes down to the line. Comes up, comes down to the line. Comes up, comes pretty close. Like up, down to the line. Takes like an hour, because these are each 1 minute candles, so, you know, choppiness is about an hour there. But in about a half an hour, this should come back down, or it's on an insane run, and it's doing something that is really an anomaly, which is very possible, very, very possible for DOT. So now I put Monero up in there, so we're gonna swing DOT over to my left screen, throw it into the saver pile, and we'll get into DOT again, and I have it on watch for you guys on my right screen. And at any moment, we can get back into DOT. Okay. Okay, yeah, dude, that's deep. I'm going to write it down. Really helps me to trade like a bot. Get out of your own head. Yeah, you got to get over your own head. Throw the ego in the trash. You were just moving through space like a star. You're in the ether, man. So Chromia. I guess we missed a beautiful entry here at 029. Chromia did a nice thing. Is it creating a double bottom here? Possibly. See this, guys? See what I'm seeing? Is it doing this now? I think it kind of is. Looking pretty bullish to me. Let's take a look at Chromia. It's got some deals with the government, right? Some Navy deals, something like that. Navy intelligence, something. Look it up. Look it up if you call me wrong. This thing is a government coin. We should call it the Gov coin, the Gov Love coin. Huge sell-off there on the 30-minute. So interesting. That's pretty interesting. Almost, that's a red engulfing candle. Bearish, pretty bearish actually. You can put the whole green candle right inside the next candle completely, entirely. Like this almost was one too, but we fought it off. But then that was, look, see this, I'll show you. This is a perfect example of a red engulfing candle right here. Let me zoom in for you guys. Do you guys all know, have you seen one? Do you know what I'm talking about? To engulf something, right? It's to hold, like, just completely surround it. Wow, I hurry up to do all my stuff to watch live. Did I miss something important? What up, yo? VOX, please. Vox. Let's see, what is Vox? Just on the Vanguard World Index one? Is that what you're looking at? You a safe player doing the Vanguard? I mean, that's going to tank, man. Just like the markets. This is what you're talking about, Vox? Or are you a crypto guy? Am I looking at the wrong thing? We'll get into something else. We'll get into that in a second. I could be completely wrong, so I'm sorry if you're new. D, Stu, what's up? What's going on, man? Vox, what are we looking at? The Vanguard World Index Fund, or are we looking at something different? When I went into TradingView, I couldn't see it. Boom, boom, boom. I'll answer my own questions, actually, by doing the research. That's kind of why I'm a lifer. So let's find Vox here. Do we see it? You guys are reading about Filecoin, too, making a big move. We haven't really discussed it at all. Vox Finance. Here it is. Oh, snap. Look at that. Breaking my computer when I research Vox. They don't want me to know. Okay, Vox Finance making up 153%. Making some big moves. Just it looks like it's another one of those Uniswap loved coins. Small volume of only 2 million. Won't show us the circulating supply. We can find that out over here on CoinGecko. So thank you for putting that on our radar, D-Stu. Vox starting to make some moves. VOX. Now, if you have one of these, you can go to ChartX Pro. I think that's going to help us. Right? Sorry about that. I always had like the mic in front of me. ChartX Pro, and see if we get some Vox action. This might be hot to trot for you guys right now. Yeah, and Uniswap. This is it right here. Up. Yep, this is it. Wow, this thing is on fire right now. You know what's funny is I see very similar to what Dot just did on the 1 minute. Weird, I just picked up on a fractal. A double top plays out inside of the triangle. Now let's go back to Dot because that made me think of Dot. Do you see it here, guys? Look, double top, fall back. I basically saw these patterns. See, that's why I have a photographic memory. I think it really helps. See, I saw this just a second ago with you guys, and my mind was like, where did you see that pattern before? Look at it. Interesting how close they are. Let me put them side by side so you guys might not understand what I'm saying. Dude, I hit the plus sign. Stop making lines that I don't need. And then if you look at this one on a smaller scale. So you come and ask about Vox and then you step away. I find that kind of rude. Not anyway. So check it out. You did say sorry in your defense, so it means that you did find it rude. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said sorry. So I get it. Okay, so look, it came up, bounced off the bottom of the trend line, came back up. This thing is still moving pretty hot. Can't really put a name on it or, you know, where it's going to go, what it's doing exactly. Hard to see. Let's put some indicators up here. RSI. So you guys can do this too. You go to ChartX Pro, brand new. This is free, completely free for you guys. I did this without signing into anything, you know, throwing a MACD. So look, you're getting overbought. The MACD's hot, so it's telling you it's going to have to cool off, definitely on the 4 hour. I would sell this puppy right now, and you'll be able to get back in at another time. 4 hour that overbought though. You know, look, he broke out nicely. So we must have been looking at this before. Oh no, yeah. So you already broke out nicely. You can see here was your target, all the bots and everyone who was trading hot. You're basically right here at the target. May go sideways again, but these Uniswap coins do go pretty far. But that's pretty much as far as you'll get a green run before you'll get some sideways action. I would sell this right now if I were you, but that's on you, completely on you. This isn't financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Okay. So in that case, we can always go back to DOT and look at DOT. That sell, if you sold at that top, man, usually you don't get better than that. Honestly, the more I've been doing that on the 1 minute, it's very rare that doesn't become the sell for me for the day almost. I look back for the next few hours, especially on a run like this. Because you know what happens is, at this point, you should be making, as I've taught you, it's really important that you're doing this stuff, guys. You should be making the parabola, okay? Because when it starts going parabolic, you should be starting to make the parabola, you know, and trying to find be serious about your touches here. I'm going to zoom in. Like, be serious about your patterns. Honestly, the more serious, like, really, I know this may sound like a joke or something, but, like, make sure these touches are real. Like, be so in tune with how the price is touching the pattern. You'll make so much money that way. Like, so check it out. This is where the parabola broke. Like, we should have bounced off of it here, you know, and then we could keep giving it some love and say, okay, here. But once the parabola becomes that, to me now it's becoming a cup, you know, it's getting cupish, right? A parabola is not a cup. A parabola is almost a straight line. A parabola will break your back if you're trying to sit in it on a chair. Like, this is a parabola. There's a difference between a cup here and a parabola. And I can say that the parabola broke here. And once the parabola broke too, that's time to sell, you know, and we could bend it a little bit more and you're out of the parabola. So once you break the parabola, it's time to get out of the trade because, dude, boom. This could be another leg up for a giant parabola. So what you do now is you basically go back to the 15 minute and you go to the principles of the step up theory, parabolic runs, right? And at this point, you do get ready to gear up. You know, at this point, something like this, you can also play the common macro theory. You could not even trade at all. Like, there's times when I didn't trade at all. All I did was look at price on my phone. I'll be honest with you guys. I stared at price in my phone for a couple years when I really started trading. I just stared at price on my phone, but I stared at it like 4 to 3 times a day, maybe 10 times a day, maybe more. And I just got to know the price. And I talk it over with my wife, like, oh, you see that stock? 560, 560, 560. And then one day we'd see like 440. I said, wow. And then we'd see like 580, you know, 520. And like 4 months later, 440. Big babe, wow, we didn't, remember, it wasn't 440. The last time we saw that was like Christmas. It's April now. Oh, wow, that would probably be a good time to buy this. And, you know, that's overbought. It's probably overbought, oversold. You know, if you looked at it on a chart, like your mind knows this stuff. Your subconscious will put this together even if you just stare at price every day. You'll figure a lot of things out about where something is. I mean, the chart is awesome, but, you know. So anyway, my point is, like, watching DOT, we can see that it's, you know, you can even just put a limit order in at like 448 right now. And like, that'll be a blessing, right? Like if you got 448, so just think about the 3 blessings you would like. 448, 455, 437, and put 3 orders at $500 for all those. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of like the macro idea. And like when DOT comes back down, they'll fill. And, you know, there you go. You know, obviously it could be on a downward spiral when you're catching those. So you do also want to set stop losses for each of the buys. But you should be playing it off an idea that you're also working on in the chart. So it's not just completely, you know, a crazy idea. So anyway, let's look back on DOT, moving up here in the bull pattern. About to hit the target I have here at 474. Will it keep moving? Very good chance. But look at that 1 hour, very spent. Let's look at the 1 hour the last time we were that spent. Never. So this is the most overbought we've ever seen DOT, really, except for up here. On its crazy run up to 67. So, in my opinion, man, in a day or two, you're going to see DOT back down, right? Unless it's doing something unheard of, which, you know what, this is going to start happening in the bull run. And at that point, you're going to see me change my whole tune and my style. Right now, it's not there yet. It's not 100% there yet. We're like 80. We're getting to that time. But still, man, overbought, meaning like where things will start pinning up here. A lot of our traditional methods will be thrown out the window. You can buy into green candle. I won't be telling you to, but you could be buying into green candles left and right, and you can be making money on top of that. It should be insane. You'll see, but right now it's not the time. Not at all. We're getting there, though. We're approaching those times. 4 hour not overbought. This is why it's tempting. 4 hour not overbought, and you only have one green bar. You figure you got to have some more green bars. So why wouldn't I ride DOT right now on this run? It's possible, but this could turn pink, man. It could turn into one of these just on the other way around. See how this was red, and then just, we didn't get a lot of red downturn. This could be it. It was also a huge move for one candle. Wish we had kind of spaced that move out in a couple candles. Would have made more sense. Let's see the last time we had a huge move in a candle like that, though, and try to compare what happened, right? I always go back into the past. The chart has so much to tell you. It's just beaming with information if you just take the time to focus on it. If you want, it's about the question. If you focus on the question, focus on the issue. I don't like to call them problems, but the task. What is the task right now? The task is to find out if we could stay in this trade, or if this one bar of MACD, because we know by probability we should get more. So let's find out what happened on the last few big green candles and see where the MACD took us. So here we would have been on the second green candle, and this candle would have been huge. And buying into this green candle at the wick down, so the high was 409, buying in at 402. Also, we could see a double bottom forming here, which this would have told us that was also the target. So it would have been risky. You would have been buying the top of the target, and you would also have been below support. Like, we hadn't broken this line of support yet. But the line across, you would have been on the second green, and you would have said, well, I'm on the second green. This would have been my idea, right? There's got to be more coming. And you would have gotten from 404 all the way up to 440, which is basically 9% of the move. A lot of the move, almost 10%, 9%. Now, so that time it worked out, okay? Now, I don't want to send a newbie into a horrible trade right now. So just remember, that time it worked out. It's not going to work out every time. I'm just trying to find out here. Here's another one. And what I'm trying to do is show you where the MACD had just a slight movement, green, but it went up a lot. So right here we have green. It turned. So the green was actually in the pink. Remember I tell you to buy in the pink? That's interesting, but we'll see. So big green movement. You buy in that green candle. You would have had a horrible stop loss, probably got hit, or you would have been down pretty hard for a bit of the trade. So you got in around the 470 region, and it went all the way to 395, 390. You would have been in some pain. But in a couple days, you would have made some money, but you would have been in some pain, right? And that's on a downtrend. That was the bottom of a downtrend. So now here's an uptrend, parabolic uptrend here. The DOT was in when it first kind of came up. Man, honestly, if you buy any of these green candles, these big ones, look, there it comes down. There's another one, but you end up getting lower than the price. Here's some two green candles. You end up getting lower than the price. Almost every time. Look, here's a green candle lower than the price. Here's two green candles. You get lower. Here's a green candle. We got lower. Well, the price is going to end up lower, man. It's going to end up back down in here, right? 451. It may take a day or two, but right down here, right? So, just take a deep breath, man. Even if this thing pumps to 475, which I think that's all you're going to get. So if you miss the 10 cents, you miss the 10 cents. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. Yeah, man. I'm proud of you, man. You're doing very well. Very, very well. You can see, though, it's like that it broke that resistance point it was in. And guys, look at this on the big picture. Do you see this? This is something I also noticed. I don't always see it till after, but shoulder. Look at this. shoulder, head, shoulder. Look at it. It was a giant head and shoulders. Look at it. Inside of the pattern. Interesting. You know? So, yeah, so I think DOT has more legs. Yeah, chances are, but I think you're good to sell here, and you'll be able to get back in a couple days. That's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. You'd be like, look at it, it went all the way to $5, this schmuck. It was on the second bar. There could be way more coming, you know? But I would, if I sold, I'd be happy. I would think it was a great sell, you know? A little more coming to your overbought, so you can wait, but you can clearly see that on the 1 hour you're screaming. So if anything, the 1 hour can come back down to 455 and then do its thing, while the 4 hour can stay up here and get more overbought. So remember that. A lot happens while this is hanging out. No, there's more coming. See how it's funny you just said that. That's what I just said though. Yeah, and that's what I keep going over for you guys though. You could be looking at something small, you know. We went over every time there was a green bar like that. And this is the only time right here, the last one here, where you really would have missed out. You would have missed out on some more gains, you know. So it's possible. It's possible. Already up 17%. DOT up has some upside. It's at resistance right now, basically. Honestly, it breaks resistance. It's in the money. So you just put a buy here, right? Wow, if it goes past 10, DOT up, it's going to go all the way up here to 14. Looks like you'll make 50% on DOT up. Very tempting. 4 hour not overbought, 1 hour very overbought. Every time the 1 hour is that overbought, man, it curls back down, right? So 1 hour and the 4 hour both kind of playing a little game, but what I'm trying to tell you is the 1 hour can come all the way back down to 455, 452 even, while the 4 hour still shows you bullishness. You know, a lot can go on up and down before we show our next candle. You know, a lot goes on inside of this candle that we don't see in the 1 hour, the 30 minute. Look at the 30 minute, you know. So start playing the smaller time frames. If you really want to get down, like these are where you're gonna see, okay, you know, now you need to forget about the 4 hour, because now you've confirmed to yourself that the 4 hour is dope. This is how I trade. Once I confirm that, it's like the gateway. It's like okay, I won't even go into the dance if the 4 hour doesn't look good. So the 4 hour looks good, I'll enter the door. Now I'm in the dance. You know, now I'm looking. Now I'm going, you know, I'm going over getting some punch. I'm getting some food. I'm at the Halloween party, so to speak. I'm checking out all the different disguises everyone has. I'm getting, and that means I'm going into the 15 minute, the 5 minute, you know, I'm getting juicy. So now when we get into the 5 minute, I'm like, oh, we're flagging now. Oh, I see what you want. I see where you want to be, DOT. And now I'm going to say, okay, is there a bottom of a trend line that I can get into? Are you making a double bottom here, DOT? This is what you're doing? You know, I start projecting. I start understanding. I say, oh, wow, you do. And then I start looking for the divergence, right? And then we get back to the 1 minute. That's why you need the 1 minute. And now you're starting to get into the flow of trading. Now you're feeling it. Now you're like, oh. And now you're like, oh, I may get into this trade. For me, like the juice starts flowing. The buy button starts getting kind of like subconsciously thrown into my mind now. Somewhere in my head, I start being like, ooh. And that's what's great about my trading scenario. It's going to change the way you think. Eventually, oscillators in the right way are going to be what spurs your emotions. Your emotions are going to get happy when you see oscillators that tell you, because you haven't bought on emotions anymore. Your emotions are going to be like, damn, it's not working. When I get excited, he doesn't listen. So it's going to have to find a way to keep you excited. Like, so the emotions still want to come, but you're not listening to them. So what they're going to do is they're going to attach to these things. They're going to attach to oscillators. So now you're going to get excited when you see you're in the pink and the blue line's curving, not when you want to buy. This will actually train your emotions to work with you, not against you. But be honest, because you're a human, they still will try to lead you astray sometimes. But for the most part, you're basically trying to back engineer your own mind, your own brain, by using the oscillators. Okay, CRV is looking hot. So look at DOT, man. DOT does look like it could go up. So I'm looking at DOT up right now on a possible trade. Needs to cool down right now, but it's starting to get pretty coily. A lot of action on DOT. So 4 hour looks good on the regular DOT. Remember that. Possible movement for DOT. If you took a shot at DOT and you missed today, yeah, you're a little late to the party, you know, but there's still some more. There could be some more coming. I'm looking at DIA right now. Just kind of thinking about it. I'm liking it. Shout out to everyone here. Really appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, you're already doing the right thing. And crypto is life. That it is, my friends. That it is. Oops, sorry. Cake, man. Is cake overbought in the 4 hour? Oversold? Yes, it is. See, this is where you want to snatch something up. Where it's beaten down into the fear, right? Cake, where everyone thinks it's over. Did the project have a scam? Did it go over? Or is this making another? Look at this double bottom, boomed. Then it created a kind of another double bottom here, and it boomed up 92 all the way from, this is 72, 82 to 92. Then look at this double bottom, and it went from 50 all the way back to 75. This is the first double bottom that didn't really play out. Fell right out and just kept going down. Hit the stop loss actually on the trade. But this would be a perfect buy. I mean, look how oversold it is. Either this project fell out, you know, it all depends. So yeah, so then I'm going to I wanted to get into some news and then get back into the coins, because there's just like so much news, man. There's a slew of news today. A slew of it. The first thing I could talk about is the fear and greed index, right? And when I looked at it this morning, we're sitting at 75. Okay, extreme greed is at 76. That worries me, you know. 83 was where we hit that last June, where we hit 13K again last time. I'm still looking at the charts with this. I think we get a little more move into the 80s, maybe 86. It'll bring us to that 15, 16K region. But like I showed you, everybody in the charts today, it coincides with what I said. We're getting into overbought regions for Bitcoin. It's going to take the whole market back. Get ready to start tethering up. You know, I'm already trading. I'm already 2 weeks ahead of course. I'm getting myself ready so that when it happens, I'm not doing that. So when it happens, I'm already not doing the wrong thing. So I'm kind of like, I'm getting into these $500, $800. It's boring. I don't like these small positions. I really don't. Look at Uni taking a huge hit down 75. Getting boring. Like, that's a position. You know what? I just feel like cutting it off. You know, I gave it basically. I got it in the 18th. It's 26. I gave it 8 days, and all it did was lose me money. So I might cut that off. BAL, the same thing. I put 750. I got in there even before that. I got into BAL 10 days ago. Made me no money. These are cutoffs. I've already basically traded these into profit. I've made so much with these that if I cut these off, I'm still up. My entire balance is still well up, and I've actually balanced it in. So my Twitter handle is at CryptoLifer33. Please follow me there. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah. Show you right now, just so you can see who I am. But this is me right here at CryptoLifer33. Boom. The best part about Bitcoin breaking 20,000 soon is that the next target is 100,000. Boom. Boom. Notifications. Senate Republicans vote overwhelmingly to advance Amy Coney Barrett's final Supreme confirmation. There you go. Bette Midler confirms Hocus Pocus cast will reunite for sequel. Who cares? How the waters off California coast became a DDT dumping ground. That's great. That's awesome. Oh my God. Every day I see someone doing something horrible. A Uniswap hack triggered the sell-off? Ah. Interesting. Anyway, I got some news coming at you. Let's Google Uniswap hack. That's horrible. Uniswap hack turns Uniswap into crypto laundromat. Yeah, that's funny. I see what they're saying. People could go there and launder all their coins on Uniswap. I don't see anything for Uniswap hack right now. Anyway. Oh, I love me some Atom. I will look at some Atom. I just want to do a news segment. Can you wait 10 minutes while we go over some news? Or are you like in a bad trade that you don't know what to do? All right, critical technical signals suggest Bitcoin price will likely reverse. And this is just something. Bitcoin has undergone an extreme rally over the past 2 weeks. The coin has surged from 11.2 to 13,000. Of this article writing with the rally topping on Saturday evening at 13,3550. While Bitcoin is headed into the weekly close around 13,000, which is pivotal win for the bulls, analysts are wary of a drop from here. There are some signs indicating that the cryptocurrency may be overbought in the near term, having rallied over 1,500 around a week's time. And I went over that for you guys already this morning. This just kind of tells you the same thing. And I'm just showing, I like to show why there's other people saying the same thing in the market. Bloomberg analysis, Bitcoin breaking past 12K indicates firmer underpinnings for Bitcoin in 2021. The world of trading has experienced a crazy year after the coronavirus pandemic. For the most part, it seemed that Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency market were following the steps of the stock market. The S&P and the NASDAQ indices have been greatly correlated with the cryptocurrency market. Similarly, the dollar index has been inversely correlated with both crypto and the stock market. Bitcoin breaking 12,000 resistance versus the NASDAQ backing away may indicate firmer underpinnings for the crypto in 2021. At similar levels since 2017, diminishing supply and the foundation of the 80% correction, along with an extended period of underperformance, favor Bitcoin. See, Bitcoin went through an 80% correction. The Dow didn't do that. The Dow only went from 15 to from 29 to 15. It went through a 50%. But Bitcoin all the way down to 3K there is so good for us. Think about it. It's a double bottom. It's a clear double bottom, as messy as it is. And we know how we love those double bottoms and how much they play out for us as crypto traders. No, they're saying it's going to go. No one's saying it's going to. I'm telling you right now that it's going to go up to like 14, 15K. But we're then going to be very oversold in the weekly. I analyze it very, very, we analyze it very, very openly here. Here we were oversold. That's why we had our pullback up here, 2 little pullbacks, but strong support in the 13K region. But you can clearly see as we went to the daily and we showed you that only 1, 2, 3, 4 times have we ever been this overbought. So you do what you want with that information. And we can pin. So we can go up and down. Like we could be somewhere in here. That's what I was saying. We may be right here somewhere on the first hill coming up. Honestly, I think we are there. There's a chance we're right there. This is this. If you guys want, let me kind of make it bigger. But this little bull flag is this little bull flag. But even if that is the little bull flag, check it out. Check it out. On the bullishness, because this went into the bull run, right? That brought it all the way to 14K there. And some. We had a drop here. Look, a bar that went from 5.3 all the way to 48. I'm just saying, there's a 5,000, 10% drop in the middle of this bull flag. And even here, look, we're at 8.2. We went all the way down to 6.8. That's a $1,400 drop on 8,200. 2,000 is 25%. So that's like 16, 17% drop. Here's another one. We went from 8.7 all the way down to a low at 7.5. 1,200 drop on 87. Here's another big one. We're sitting. This is when things are getting. Oh, this is when it all stopped. And now look at the bull run. I just want to show you it's not all smoke. It's not all fun and dandy even in the bull run. Like crazy stuff's going on. We get all the way up to 7.5. We ended up dropping here to 5,600. That's $2,000. That's a 30% loss. But then we came back up. We hit. And then look at this crazy candle. We're at 11.1. We dropped all the way back to 8.5, dude. 11.1 to 8.5? You guys can't imagine. That was a $2,600 drop, right? If you go to 9, basically, that's a $2,600 drop on 11,000. It's 25%, damn near. And then out of nowhere, we recovered. Look how fast we bought that back up. And then green. But even here, look, we get all the way to 17.1. All happened dandy. That candle got sold all the way back down to 12.50. Look, we lost $5,000. And that's a daily candle. In 3 days, Bitcoin lost $5,000, 30%. They told you the run was over. They're going to tell you the run's over many times during this bull run, guys. And then look, it came back up and ended up surpassing that and getting all the way to this all-time high. So I'm just teaching you guys, this is insane. But be ready. Be ready, man. Be ready for things you could never imagine. Look at that. This is what literally should freak you out the most. The fact that when I hit the plus sign, it doesn't work every time. But this should freak you out the most. Bitcoin topping off at 17,002 and dropping all the way to 12.3 in the middle of a bull run. The biggest bull run ever. Losing $5,000. Okay? You know how many people got shorted? And oh my God. So imagine that. So I'm just kind of, that was a lesson. If you guys didn't feel like you just got a lesson on Bitcoin, I feel like I gave you a lesson on Bitcoin, because you guys are really in the mental state of being a trader now, and just put yourself back there. Imagine watching Bitcoin go from 17. So a lot of people who said they rode it all the way up, like me, I did ride it all the way up, and I didn't sell. I mean, imagine how I felt when Bitcoin went back to 12,000 in 3 days. Imagine how I felt, dude. I couldn't even breathe. That was like early. Yeah, look, I knew the days. I was like, because I had to go bring my wife to be with her grandma, who had like a kidney dialysis. So she's at the kidney dialysis place. She's been on kidney dialysis for like 20 years. And then I figured, I'll go get an oil change. And I brought it to like some random place in Brooklyn that I never went. And I had to sit in that parking lot for like 2 to 3 hours. They kept saying they were going to do it. It was the worst. And I'm sitting there looking at my screen, and I believe, I would have sworn I remember seeing it at like, yeah, and I'm seeing it down at 13, 12. I was like sick to my stomach. It was like December 8th, 9th, and 10th, and the 11th. I couldn't believe it. And then here, coming into Christmas, I'm seeing it back down at 11,000, and I'm just like, what? 11,000? Like, I thought we were going to 30, 40K, you know? And I was devastated, I'll be honest. Devastated. So don't be me, man. I'm trying to get you through here, guys, so you don't become me. And then look, sitting here at 58, I thought that was it. Little did I know that it could get way worse. Look at this. And it was going to be a long time. As I held, I kept checking it. Eventually, I stopped looking at my phone and the crypto. I started going to work. Started trading gold. I kept trading gold in the markets. But it was like, oh man. And then I just, wow. And then I just started buying $200 a week. At this point, I said, you know what? I believe in it. I believe in it. And my brain said, why though? It didn't. And I said, you know what? I got in this for a reason. And the reason why is because they're printing money. I said, right now, it doesn't make sense to you, Sam, in the mix. I said, but this is something that you know is true. I closed my eyes and I said, like, just trust yourself. I had family, friends, the news swarming around my head, all telling me what to do, right? And I literally, like, I'm being honest, like, closed my eyes and meditated. And I said, no fiat currency has lasted 600 years. They are printing more money than they've ever printed. And this was even back then, you know? Now it's insane. Now it's obvious what we knew back then, but now it's so obvious. And I said, just stick with the plan. Your plan is, you bought Bitcoin not because you wanted to make tons of money. You know, I wasn't trying to buy and sell Bitcoin like some dude, you know. I bought it like Braveheart. Like, I thought it would get me out of holding a fake fiat currency and put me in a different place mentally, which it did. It's about the mental state too. Buying Bitcoin is about the mental state that it puts you in. Anyway. So that was like a deep kind of idea of why I bought throughout the entire bear market, and how having a conviction through something shows you that you come out on top. Look at that. Now I'm up on top. All that Bitcoin I bought under 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 is all double, tripled, quadrupled. Man, amazing. I bought a half a Bitcoin when it was $3,800. It's now up. That's amazing, right? So bought a half a Bitcoin, $3,800, 13,221 minus 3,800. 94. Amazing. Divide that by 2. That made me $4,700, dude. Freaking Bitcoin, man. Scalp and dot. What was your entry? Spell it out. Use dot up, man. Dot up was the move. Look at, damn, we just missed dot up on the move. Right there. Should be scalping dot up. Get that extra juice if you're gonna scalp. So there it goes. Boom. Yep. Wow, it moved fast. See, I think 474, I think that's what you're going to get. I don't know, maybe it gets all the way to that freaking 525 now, because that 4 hours looking hot, man. So that's all you had to do if you wanted to get back in was draw this pennant, right? And then just keep watching that blue line. And when it started across, boom, strike hard. Strike hard. Some days I'm in the mood for a scalp, some days I'm not. Like right now I'm sipping coffee, I'm chilling. Like, am I ready for the heart beating pump? You know? I would take that 475, 474, because remember that was that place I mentioned before. There's got to be a reason why I mentioned that. There was some oh yeah, that was my original take profit, right? 474. I saw something that other traders saw. 474. I can't explain it, but like there was something there, right? Let's see. Yeah, it was this spot right here. Right here. And I think it going, yeah, this is it. Back to that bull run here. I just noticed that we had a lot of action there. Here we hit it. Here we came through, popped back. Here we hit it. There we hit it. There we basically hit it again. And I said, you know, 474 looks like time to sell. You know? That's why I said that before. Something about it, like, I'll take my profits. I said we may get to 474, and then you're gonna be able to get back into dot, man. 455, something like that. That's a dope scalp, though. I would sell it, though. I would sell it now. You're so oversold. I mean, overbought on the 1 minute. That's where you sell. A little bit of divergence action. Watch it flag. Maybe you just move your stop to like 469. See if you want to stay in it like that. Get your 2%. Boom, no. Nice scalp, man. It was dope. I'm still looking at Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. Honestly, the fact that ETH didn't do too strong up to that 4, it got rejected there at 411 tells me that I think Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance are about to steal the show. I like Kava down at 180, but damn, man. Every time I think that's the bottom, it's not, right? Might be time to put some link. Might be time to short the down coins. Let's look at the down coins. I'm gonna go anti what everyone's thinking here, but let's look at the down coins. They already had a little bit of a pump on the 4 hours, so they're not looking great. BNB down, about to come down. XDZ down. Oh, so they already had their move. This is looking good then, man. It means these up tokens may look good. Ooh, look at that. Dot down soon will be overbought. Might be the play, right? I mean, yeah, oversold. Dot down might be the time. Going to dot down. So think about that. After a huge pump, what's going to happen? But I think it has support too. And so Bitcoin tried to break out, got rejected again. 13.2228. So this is it now, guys. 1 minute likes to do this. I'll see 1. I call that 2, 3, 4 touches with 2 big rejections. 3 big rejections, really. This wicked out, couldn't make it. So now we're in a new spot. Got some support right here. I'll show you. With this line here, because look, price hit, price hit, price hit, price hit, price hit. So that's obvious support. So we should come back down here to 3,017, 3,000 area. That'd be a nice place to long Bitcoin one more time. It'll also hit the 200-day moving average. You see that? they'll probably kind of kiss right here on the 30-minute. And that will be right as this is rolling over. 4 hours about to cross. So yeah, I'd look for a buy for Bitcoin around 13,000, and that's going to be my long, man. It either breaks out here, but I think that rejection's telling me we're coming back down to the bottom here. I'm going to take it's going to take an annoying 5 to 7 hours. Right, so it's 10, 11. So I'd be looking to long Bitcoin tonight around 5 o'clock. I think that's the trade I'm going to make. Just so much. I'm being more patient. I'm just going to slow it all down and just be extremely patient. I'm going over right now why Bitcoin at 13,000 tonight looks like the perfect time to enter. And the reason being is the 4 hour looks amazing. This is where I always buy, in the pink with the blue line curving. Oh, look, I'm on basic attention token now. Right as he comes in. Funny. Switch charts here. So if you look at Bitcoin likes to bounce off of the 21-day moving average. You can see, or play around it, and it's right basically away from it. It'll come back down to it. And when it wicks, it likes to wick close to this, the 200-day moving average. And this is getting closely pulled up to it. You can see the last time, I'll show you what happens. Kind of tell you it's in a bull run too. So it pops up. Look, it did all these little, and look, this is the steps of the parabola, which are great. You can Google parabolic, parabolic curve, parabolic run, and it'll show you these steps. Anyway, and what happens is, look how far it away gets from the yellow line. But it pulls the yellow line up now because the price gets so high, it pulls the average up, right? It does so well. And then next thing you know, the price likes to kind of bounce off of it. So the first thing you see is, look, it bounces right off of it, bounces right off of it, bounces here. After it, and that kind of continues its leg up out of this triangle here. So what we're seeing now is very similar. Bitcoin got pulled up, away. This is gonna want to come and play with the price, the 200-day moving average. So in my opinion, we're gonna get something like that, or something like this, and the price is gonna come back down and then bounce a little underneath, maybe something like that. And that's my entry tonight. I'm looking at a 1317, maybe 1298, 12970, something like that, and get Bitcoin on the low as it pops in, and then it moves. Kusama, KSM pop. Let's take a look at that. KSM. I had KSM. Boom. Look at that thing up 30. Wow. The last couple minutes. Looks like it may still be ready for a scalp too. Look at that. More to come on KSM. Sideways, and about to make a move. Look at it on the 4 hour. Wow. Look at the volume. Amazing. Volume was so strong that it looks like it's the price action. It's one of the biggest candles I've ever seen. Look at that thing. And it's funny, look, it always gets rejected. Look, 200-day moving average. See how it hits the yellow? It's insane how the moving average becomes support and resistance as well. It's crazy how they work. Crazy. Look, this is insane how bullish it is, yet it's just, wow, 34% for KSM. Boom. Looks like I didn't have much work on it. New coin, right? But again, you try to buy in that pink, you would have been here riding it. But this was just, this looks like a clear pump group. Pump this thing. Getting overbought now. Definitely take your profits if you're in this. I mean, that's time to sell. Don't be wishing for more. That's a nice candle. I would just get out and be happy for the day. It's a Polkadot test date thing. Word. Lifer, how do you find those coins? Explain what coins. The pumpers before they pump. I mean, no one knows. How do we know they're going to pump? Got to be in some pump group or whatever. That's kind of not my thing, man. I don't chase pump coins, but eventually your coin will pump, right? You just got to basically look at Kava, man. Looking at this triple bottom on Kava. I trade like this. I try to find the slim pickings. Like, this looks good to me. Triple bottoming, showing support after coming down. You know, if we pull a Fibonacci, we're going to see we're at like the 786, but kind of coming into the 618. You know, things like that. Yeah, like they pump it, man. Yeah, you can join some pump group and they'll tell you when they're about to pump a coin. But they usually, what they do is they charge like $20 a month, and then they charge like $50 to like the VIP. And then they also have a group of friends. Like if we got started it, you guys would all be free and you guys would know, and then the pump would go on. You know, it just, to me, it's dishonest. It's not the way to be. I'm really looking at Nano, guys. I'm telling you, Nano is gonna pop soon. It's looking really, really good. The daily has a kind of rolling over, but the 4-hour looks really nice. 4-hour tells us we're about to break out of this and at least get back to 96, something like that. You know, let's look at Binance and see what coins are cracking right now. Yeah, I've been more of a patient trading mode, not as running and gunning. Running and gunning is definitely like a more beginner feeling, to feel like you have to trade every day and you have to be in the best thing. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to be like that. And I'm here to teach you guys that. You can relax. A guy makes 5 trades a month usually makes more money than the guy that makes 100. You'd be surprised. So look, shorting YFI was the move today. Phil still rocking up 17% there. Dot up was a nice trade. But again, when I see up and down coins in the top, it tells me it's not the best day for trading. It's a good day, but not the best day. There's really not that many coins up today. Do you see what I'm saying? They're sprinkling it with DOT, PNT, ADX, HNT, but there's really not a lot of big movers, right? We have Kusuma, KSM, the 3 different things, BUSD, USDT. Fill up just made a big move, right? We have Fill USDT, DOT up, same. So it's DOT, CRV, and KSM really taking up the whole thing. SXP still going down, huh? Sad for that. Interesting. Syscoin up 9%. That's an oldie but goodie. I got a lot of Syscoin. I like that project. It's cool to see them back up and running and kind of hitting it. BNB up, you know. So like, look, when you see that, like Sand making a little bit of a move up 4%. But I'm telling you, Nano, man, and I keep talking about it. But I believe the trade of the day is, I looked at dominance. Dominance is about to pump. Bitcoin's about to pump. 474 was the sell. I called that on DOT. I don't know how I called it, but it made sense, man. When I looked at the 30-minute, 474 was the target that I had set earlier. Oh yeah, we went back in time and I showed you this line of support region and why it made a lot of sense. Anyway, 474 to me was the top. I guess it went higher, 475. But to me, it was like really obvious that was the time to take the money. I can't explain why, but it just was, man. 470. I said it actually before the pump happened. If you play back this thing, you'll see I said it in there. But anyway, I'm not always wrong. I'm not always right too. That time I happened to nail it, but I'm not always right. Worked out. Anyway. Okay. CRV looked like double bottom. Saw a bullish division on Atom as well. Dude, the fact that you nailed that right there is insane. Very, very well done. Everyone clap for music, please. In a 476.5 out of 473. Freaking gangster. Not easy to do. Not easy to do at all. Ethereum Classic. People still thinking, you know what, you should have some in case. I don't know. I don't know if I'm sold on that idea. ICX taking a bit of a fall. Let's look at it on the 4-hour though. Getting juicy on the 4-hour. A couple more pink action and this thing will be ready to rock. We're getting into that head and shoulder region. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Look for ICX to pop, man. Nice little quickie. Hey, dude, it adds up, man. Telling you. Despite everyone talking this and that, it's been great. Look, I sold Link at 1280. I sold Link at 1280 for $50, and my whole mind was like, but this is Link. This is the best. But, dude, look, I sold the damn near top of it. And all I was doing was right for me. But every time I keep doing what's right for me, it tends to be what's right for the charts. They coincide. Being humble and taking profit, they coincide. They really do. Wow, SXP at $1. I really feel like that's the best you'll ever do. The last time it was at $1, I said, damn, that was it. Right here, look. And went all the way to 177. SXP at $1, dude. Oversold in the 4 hour. I'd wait for the divergence. Let's look if we can find someone in the 5 minute. Flat line there. Look for the 1 minute. So there's the bullish divergence there. Right? Boom. We got the blue line about to curve. Right now on the 1 minute looking pretty nice. Could get a little bit of a pump. I like it here. I like it because it's like beaten and oversold. I like to buy things that are beat up. Everyone thinks it's going to the trash, you know? Like today's the day we grab X's. We hold it for 4 or 5 days and then we sell when it pumps. That's how you find the coins, Jesse, that pump. You get them before everybody knows about them and you wait patiently, in my opinion. And look, on the 15 minute, we're seeing rotten it. And then look, our second bottom is really where you want to buy. That confirms it's starting to move up. See, bottom, second bottom with the confirmed move. And then you check in the 1 hour has space to go. It does. Check the 4 hour has space to grow. We're front running the pink and the curve. You might have some more pain. But you know what? 103. I'm calling the bottom on SXP. And I'm going to start. This is where I pull in Market Cipher. The big guns. $1,000 indicator. And just say, hey, for the $1,000, we might as well find out what it's really worth. Look how long it's taking to load Market Cipher, though. I have a lot of charts open today, but still. And we're getting our green dot right there, which is telling us that the buy-in 108, 105, something like that. Let's look back at the 1 hour for our green dot. It's giving it right now. It gave us here too, but it gives multiple bottoms usually when it's trying to find the bottom like here. So you really wanted the second group. If you can get the second group of green dots with and it's labeling it, the red coming out, looking pretty good. So I would get into SXP right now based off of this. Let's go back to the 15 minute. It's showing you the bullish divergence that we found. See this green line? And that's what we know. It's also telling you that was the bottom. And we're damn near close with the second up after all the shenanigans that went up here to kind of suck you in and out. I really like this. I'm going to trade SXP right now for these reasons. It's a hot coin. People won't give up on. I know a lot of people hold it, so they're not going to sell it because they got in at like $1, $3, $2. So I also go on the philosophy of this idea. Okay. And again, I'm keeping my position sizes smaller than normal. Normally they're $1,500, $2,000. This is going to be maybe like a $700 buy. That's how I'm not comfortable with anything more than that. I don't want to risk a lot, and I know my stop losses can be nice at that point. Okay. So my stop loss will be basically what 10% of 750 is $75, right? And I can lose 150, but I don't even want to be that close to the edge. So I'm going to lose 10. I'm going to go on 10%. We're also going to go back to the chart and we'll do some more research now. If it comes back down here, look, 102, if it goes anywhere below, like lower than this, then it tells me the divergence is a wrap. So literally, I don't even need to risk more. Like I could risk even less on this trade. Look, I could go like the 94. Might wick us down though. That's why I'm worried about the wick, and I have the money to do it. So I'll go to 9. I'll go to 9%. Now, what is my target on the trade? Well, we see we have clear resistance here at 107. We have resistance here. And let's go to the 1 hour to try to get a better picture too. Now I have green lines marked. I have resistance. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw your falling wedge. And this is why you know you're not buying something that's going to keep going down. We found the bullish divergence. Okay, we're also kind of very close to the bottom of the pattern. So it tells me, so your stop loss can be like right here, 103. It could be anywhere where the pattern is done. Once it falls out of this pattern, it's just going to keep going. Then I can worry about it getting back into the pattern, doing something different. Like I'm not going to miss a lot. So My stop loss can even be here like 98, honestly. And if I go to the 4 hour, if it falls out of this pattern, 99, look, and even if they wick us down to 96, so this is telling me that I can put my stop loss even higher to 94, 8%. And now I'm risking even less than 75 bucks. See, I'm being like Scroogey. I'm going to give them the ask, I'll give them the ask at exactly 103. I'm going to call that. And now we're going to go for the target. Where's the target? We have the falling wedge. You know, we always pull our target down, length of the falling wedge. Come out. So if we break out, we should come back up here to 116. Well, you see there's some resistance here at 113. That would be nice, right? So 113.3 would be 10%. I'll call it that right now. I'd make 75 bucks on the trade. Switch this to a limit order. It's always going to default to market. Don't ask me why. We're going to confirm that trade. Actually, no. Ooh, the ass just slipped on us, but we'll give it to them. We'll give them the 103. I got into synthetics. So far, not doing great. Down 2%. We're going to look at that. I also got into XLM at 8383 on a limit down. Not doing the best either. We're going to see. We do have dominance creeping on me. So that's why Monero is basically holding this loss at even. And then OMG didn't do well. You know, Uni didn't do well. So a lot of these trades I'm holding underwater. I still made so many good trades throughout the week that I'm just going to hold them to see how well they do. And there's small amounts in them, you know. But they are becoming bothersome. So we're going to watch SXP right now. I really like this buy. I really like the oversoldness of it. And I like how like everyone thinks it's over, right? They're going to kind of talk about this coin, kind of beat it to the ground. So yeah. We saw some green dots on Market Cipher. We're going to go with these confluence, these ideas of confluence. Morning all. It's been a while, guys. Sorry. No worries, man. Hope everything's doing well. Hope you're still in the game. The idea is longevity, my friend. Longevity. Don't blow up the accounts. You know. So more pain for SXP coming on the 1 minute. We weren't oversold yet. I thought that was it. So he kind of fooled you to make you think this was it here. But there's more pain. Right as I got into 103, go to 102. Look at that. But I like it, man. We're in these dark regions. So how much darker can it get? And honestly, this is now bullish divergence. If I pull down to down, and now we got up, just more stretched out. It's telling you there's your buy, man. I can coolly, calmly say like 102. I missed it maybe by a cent. Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you so much, David Lee. Really appreciate that. Doesn't let anyone slide by without hitting that like button. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so Kusama holding it. Nimic, something I've been talking about a lot, up 15% today. Dot up, still holding it down. But totally, that sell-off for Dot, 474, man. And then look, if you try to play that game, you'd be right back down. And that's probably going to be it for Dot. Look, we move to the 30-minute. We're going to see a bit of bearish divergence, right? 5-minute even. You're going to see cleared bearish divergence. Swing up to swing up. And then swing down to swing down. And I'm telling you, if the 5-minute shows you that, it's usually the end of the move for the day, for the day. I've been studying it a lot now. That was it. Like, this will be over. Right? Ocean, man, had a nice pump in the last few minutes too. So a bunch of coins got pumped. Somehow I missed it. A couple of my lifers found out though. So what I teach helped you guys stay in the game. And that's the key. And that's what's important. PNT 61. Cody up 3%. I keep talking about Monero. Let's get into why. I keep talking about Monero, and let me show you what's going on with Monero. Okay, so this is the 5-minute, which is looking pretty bullish, if you ask me. Pretty funny pattern, holding that 200-day moving average. Telling you there's a nice clean bottom at 135 that you can get into Monero probably right now and saddle up for a nice little ride. The daily about to cross. So that's one of the strongest indicators you can ever go on. And if the daily's like that, tells you things are pretty hot to try. Honestly, I'll show you why. I'll show you too. I'm up big in Monero here on just a very small buy. That Monero daily is looking, and I feel like Monero is just defying all odds, honestly. So I'll show you something now. Also, like Monero, when Bitcoin pumps and dominance moves, I've seen Monero kind of, I feel like it's in its own world because it's the most well-known privacy coin, and privacy is under attack probably more than anything else in the world. I feel like Monero's making a stand here and saying, you know what? This is where I want to be, you know, and this is who I am. And if you mess with me, you're going to pay the price, you know? So anyway, I like Monero here. I'm going to make a big bet on Monero. Okay. Going on that daily chart, about to crack. Monero is about to crack. Honestly, in my opinion, looking really, really healthy. So I'm gonna make basically a 4K call on Monero right now. Best place to put your money right now, in my opinion, on top of this call. So that puts me in for 5K for Monero. And yeah, that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Monero, man. So let's take a look at Monero. I feel like I closed the window, or I moved the window. And you can see I'm going in for 44.75. We're getting that Monero. We're up 40%. We're waiting for that fill to go in, and there. So I'm still going to load up on Monero. And I'm going to hold it for a couple weeks, in my opinion, at least a week. So look at it about to cross here. 4 hour looking little scanty though, right? But I feel like we're headed for a bounce, man. Monero looking very bullish in my opinion. About to cross, it just hit support. It's bouncing off support as well. 1 hour about to have some pink. So in my opinion, Monero gonna make some moves. And if Bitcoin pumps and dominance pumps, I feel like it's your best bet. It's your best bet. Market kind of in freeze frame right now. Pretty interesting. Let's go back to the traditional markets. Let's see what's going on with the Dow. So the Dow just tanked. Wow, I had a feeling like, wow, like, so the Dow tanks. Amazing. The Dow tanks. Now, does that affect us? Let's see, as I just make one of the biggest buys. Let's see if that's affecting Bitcoin and crypto. Hopefully we're going the opposite way. No, Bitcoin not doing too bad, honestly. On the 1 minute, we're not reacting as well. Kudlow, right? Larry Kudlow, he killed the market. Dude, we're seeing decoupling, guys. Let's see a clap. Today may be the biggest decoupling we've ever had. I'm sick of watching the Dow and everything go. So the Dow tanks, guys, and look, it's not affecting crypto today somehow. Crypto holding strong. A little bit of them now. Is it moving into crypto now? See, this is the issue. Are we gonna have a whole full out? I feel like, come on, crypto stay strong, man. People buy into this idea that crypto will save you. It's a big move right now for crypto. This is like a day in the sand for crypto. It's like, do you follow the regular markets, or do you finally become who you're meant to be, right? A safe haven asset that's pinned off of inflation, off of deflation. Like, come on, like, you're a beautiful, beautiful creation of a very smart man. You're not the Dow. Stop acting like the Dow. Stop acting like the Dow. You are not the Dow. Remember, Bitcoin, who you are. Your 4 hour was looking beautiful. You're about to pop. You're doing very good. Your 1 minute was not oversold. You were about to have a nice move. You had nothing to do with the Dow, Bitcoin. Repeat after me, Bitcoin. You have nothing to do with the Dow. If anything, you have anything not to do with the Dow. You know? Like, this is good for you. This Dow, people should be flocking to you today. This should create more buyers today. And every day the Dow goes down, Bitcoin should... there should be a day when the Dow goes down and Bitcoin decides to keep going up. In my opinion, why are you falling with the Dow, man? Why are you doing that to us, Bitcoin? So see, market's on steamroll now, man. Now I'm telling you, right? I think Monero's still a great buy. I think on a day like today, Monero still will hold its value. You know, no one's gonna go sell their Monero because of everything's crashing right now. You know, if anything, they might buy more Monero today. In all honesty, if anything, my Monero's sitting right there at a 61%. It's time people buy up Bitcoin, though. It's over, dude. You don't have to go down with the Dow, man. Come on, man. Why? Like, why is it doing this, guys? They're two different entities, man. They got nothing to do with each other. It's making me frustrated. Like, it's complete manipulation. You know? Dow tanks, though. Look at this, man. It was on its way to tank. It was in a double bottom, double top. Look at it. Look at it. It just double topped. You know, it wasn't supposed to tank like this, though. It's fragile, man. What a fragile market. Soon it will be oversold, though, on the 1 hour. It's going to get oversold soon here on the 4 hour. They're going to do it fast. Come all the way back down, though, to 26,000. You know, this is a horrible dump for the Dow. They're going to be talking about this. Nice dump, man. All calculated. All calculated. Take a deep breath. Dominance holding support. Bitcoin bouncing back. This is what I like to see, man. Come on, Bitcoin. Don't break 31 because the Dow is doing it. And honestly, this is healthy for Bitcoin as long as it stays in this triangle. So we could get all the way down here. 13,000. Bounce off here. So we only went down to 1381. You know, and then we got bought back up. So I feel like whatever, man. Bitcoin decouples from the Dow as Dow tanks. Bitcoin holds 13 as Dow tanks. I'm going to change the title of my video, man. What do you guys think? All in all, everyone here say aye. Say aye. All in favor? All in favor? Let's do it. Bitcoin holds support at 13K as the Dow tanks. The decoupling has begun. I said this was the month of the decoupling. Monero wins. Dot rises. Crypto forever. Crypto. Boom. Bitcoin holds support at 13K as the Dow tanks. Right? Save that. Boom. Send that out to the markets. Don't jinx it. Yeah. No, but we're all right. We're doing what we do, man. We're doing what we do. Cake at 40, man. That may be the best thing you ever did for yourself. Eat some $40 cake. I eat $4 cake all the time. All right, so on-chain trends show that Bitcoin investors expect rapid price appreciation. Bitcoin has undergone strong rally over the past few weeks, rallying as high as 13.35. In response to this move, there surprisingly isn't an influx of investors looking to liquidate their coins for a profit. In fact, on-chain data indicates that investors are not looking to sell their coins. BTC owners are holding onto their asset in the face of rapid price appreciation. Deposits to exchanges are muted levels. Such low deposit activity was last seen in the mid to 11,000s. So most participants saw equities as well as currencies. USD headed slightly lower. US and EM equities were a little bit better off than European. So huge sell-off for the market. Huge sell-off for the market while we have our have our funds at all-time highs. For me, my funds are at all-time highs in Bitcoin right now, today. So finally getting, I'm getting, the coverage, the hedge coverage that I've always asked for in Bitcoin. Holding this 13.1, as I told you, though, we can get all the way to low as here. We wick to low as 13.334 now. Still in the pink, holding on that 4 hour. Let's look at that 1 minute and how it held off. So the 1 minute got extremely oversold. That created a scalp situation. And we see this all the time, even without the Dow doing anything. But that created a nice scalp situation at 13,003, and that's basically what I said to get into into Bitcoin, right? I like this. I would actually say that this is a 9 out of 10 trade. Longing Bitcoin down there at 13,000 was the best thing you could ever done, in my opinion. I said it at the beginning of the show. If you rewind, I said I would, and I thought it was going to take for the rest of the day because they were 4-hour candles and it looked like Bitcoin was kind of doing its thing. Now that I'm changing my story because the Dow tanked on us. It accelerated things way faster than we thought. But I really pushed that. 13,017 is kind of the word in my mind. 13,000. I thought maybe you get it, 12,989, 12,973. Remember? So at the beginning of the stream, that was kind of the idea. The Dow just a complete tank, man. I'm loving it, man. The Dow up while the bow down while Bitcoin is up. This is beautiful. Not a lot. We need Bitcoin to kind of hold, but the fact that Bitcoin's holding strong levels while the Dow tanks, this is really, really what we want. Really, really, really good. Beautiful things for Bitcoin. So this is what I planned all along. They shouldn't be correlated assets. They should be uncorrelated completely. They shouldn't be doing the same things together. And it was only a matter of time till Bitcoin's bull run and its 4-year cycle proved right. It's kind of like, you ever watch two blinkers? Like one blinks like this, one blinks like that, but eventually they blink together until they get out of rhythm again. Because this one's faster and this one's slower. But then for a minute or two, they get back into rhythm. To me, that's all was happening. There was a seance of synergy that occurred between Bitcoin and the Dow. And I'm telling you, I believe it's over. I really want Bitcoin to hold this 13,100 region. But the fact that it came all the way down to 13,000 and already bounced. So Bitcoin already bounced in the face of the Dow. So did the Dow bounce? Let's look at the Dow and see if the Dow took a bounce. The Dow in the 1 minute it found its bottom. So the Dow did a curve on the RSI, and the Dow found its bottom here. So now's the time to load up, get into a few things possibly, but not in the long term, just for the immediate short term. I'm not going to tell you that the Dow looks good right now. Look at gold. Did gold take a hit? No, gold up. Gold is up $3, a percentage point. So this is just helping gold's cause. Just as I said before, gold's coming out of that rally. I'm going to show you where gold's headed. Gold's sitting in this pennant here. We're going to negate this horrible fallout, but it V-shaped recovered itself right back into the pattern, right where it should be. So we can just kind of negate that altogether. Back into the bull pennant that I had it in altogether since the beginning of the summer. And I have my targets here at 1912 on gold. We go to the 4-hour. Let's check it out. So for the 4-hour, I had gold in this falling wedge, starting to break out of the falling wedge. And you can clearly see I have a nice target of 2140 coming out of gold. Gold bouncing out the 618. It was in the 618 and the 0.5 fib. This is textbook, and gold will do basically textbook technical analysis. One of the most sturdiest assets when it comes to technical analysis, price appreciation. Look, very rarely will you see it recycling its prices or recoiling down to 88.6%. You won't have like sending itself all the way back down to the 886. No, look, it bounced right off the 618 in between the 0.5, which is called the golden pocket by the institutions. So study your Fibonacci's, watch a ton of videos on Fibonacci, but this has told you where you should be long in gold. I told you 1850, 1840, go through tons of my videos, but I said I don't see gold going any lower than the mid 1800s. And this would be a really good time to get into some gold. 1900 actually is probably one of the best times in your life to purchase an ounce of gold. You'll remember to this day, wow, I paid $1,900 for that ounce of gold. It's now worth $10,000, So in my opinion, gold is on the mend. On the way up. It's only getting better. I believe that was it for the Dow. So that's going to be it for the Dow. And the fact that Bitcoin really withstood that Dow tank, one of the first times we ever saw Bitcoin do that. So clap for Bitcoin, guys. Let's take a look at the price now, and I don't eat my words. Huge clap for Bitcoin, everybody. Cryptocurrency market didn't even flinch. It didn't even flinch. Let's go look at the total market cap. And I'm glad we were all here for that. We were all here for that. We watched an entire meltdown because we saw the Dow only down like $100. It was like kind of dwindling. It wasn't huge. And now we were all together to see this happen. The fact that we held through that tough, man, unreal. Guys, we're seeing something monumental. That was one of the first times we ever saw the Dow tank, right? Am I wrong? That's the first time we ever saw the Dow tank in that nature. And look at the 30-minute. Fine. Let's see what we lost in market cap. I'm going to break this down. We're going to analyze it to the T, right? And I just found something. So we lost a percentage in market cap. Now let's look. All right. I'm going to try to find out on the day if these coincide with Dow drops. Check this out. We're going to look at the total market cap of cryptocurrency. And we're going to look at the Dow Jones. And just like how we play divergence, sometimes we have secret divergence, meaning it's not perfect, but we see something moving away. We're going to see right now that if this is the Dow, were they more correlated? Are they getting uncorrelated? Are we using, and we're going to do this together. Watch this. I just had an epiphany. This is why you watch this channel, man. We get into some really cool stuff, and it happens when I'm with you guys. So let's look. Here's the last really bad dump on the Dow, which was 27,000 all the way down to 26,000. We're going to try to bring it down to the day. We're on the 30-minute, so we'll do the same. We'll try to find that exact candle, right? 2.7% loss. The day was September 21st. Okay. Now we're going to go to the total market cap. We're on the 30-minute. Got to go back to September. Just want to make sure everything's right. 30-minute. That was, yeah, I'm putting my candle right on that. September 21st, 2020. So here it is. So look, they do coincide. We got a drop in the Dow and a drop in the cryptocurrency market. September 21st. So we had a 7% loss in the cryptocurrency market, while the Dow had a 2.7% loss, okay? Now we're going to try to show you what happened here. I don't want to go through them all, but so this had a 2.5% loss. That's a big loss, right? Very similar to this. Very similar to this, okay? And then we're going to go over to the total 2. And we're going to see what we lost today. So there, look, we lost 7. So we lost 3 folds. Dude, look, today we lost 0.5%. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm proving to you guys that we're decoupling. We're decoupling. Just a month ago, when the DIS went down this much, we lost 7% of our market cap. But finally, this went down that much, and we lost less. The Dow is taking the hit now. The Dow is the riskier version. Crypto is less risky. I've proven this through mathematics, because this is a lot of oscillators we're using. So like, when we get to this end point, it's not just me showing you this on a chart. We're using like a bunch of different oscillators to get us here. So we're taking the math at the tippity top of multiple equations to get at our end equation. Big deal here. Big deal, in my opinion. Monero seems to be pumping now, in my opinion. Hard. I'm already up $20 on my Monero buy. The $5,000 Monero buy. So this is what I'm showing you guys. Look, I'm up $20 on Monero. I put 400 in. And the other position's getting bigger. SXP down $12 already. It went down to 1, but I think 1's gonna hold. So Monero's gonna be the big win, man. I'm gonna hold these other tiny positions, see how they play out. Synthetics isn't working out as well. We'll take a look at why synthetics isn't working out. I like to analyze like it all and kind of get to the bottom of it. Oh, I can't stand this. This is somehow when like I move this to a point where, oh, this is what I do. I just bring it over to two windows. So whenever one window gets hidden from you or something, move it over to 2 windows. Yeah, but Monero moving, man. So market cap barely taking a hit. You can see playing games here. Will it spill over? I don't think so. Usually they happen pretty close to real time. You'll see Bitcoin dropping as the Dow is dropping. Now Bitcoin's still playing games, but it's all right, man. I tell you right now, it could still come back down here. I think long Bitcoin around 13,000 even is going to be a great play. I stand by that. If I'm wrong, it'll be the 1 out of 4 times that I've been wrong. I was wrong 3 for 3 on all my Bitcoin trades. I put them out on my Telegram channel. Everyone can see that clearly. Yeah. So welcome to my crypto buddies. That's why you're here. That's why you're in crypto, because we can watch the market tank and laugh, which is sad, but we've been here all along. And we've been trying to tell our family and friends, and we've been trying to explain what goes on, and they don't want to listen. And this sell-off could actually get worse, and it could come into crypto now a little bit. I'm starting to see if it keeps coming. I thought we found a little bit of a bottom. The 1 minute it looked like we were done. Now look, we came up. Now it looks like we may want more. This may not be over. Dude, I'm happy you're busy at the shop, dude. Going into Monero. Smart idea, man. I think Monero is a good play. It's not going to be like, you're not going to get huge pumps, but it's a safe move. You take your money out in a couple weeks. It looks like it's like you're going to be appreciating more than any bank gave you. It's like the best savings account you can have is a Monero account right now, in my opinion. But that's just me. I could be talking out my bajujus. Bitcoin on the 1 minute. Let's see if it has more juice. Is it bottoming? What's going on? I feel like it's forming a double bottom here, honestly. Can't get any, no bullish divergence yet, though, so we need to wait for that. And it could come back down to the bottom of the trend line, which it didn't even touch. 13,030. And it was already in this region. It was doing this before. So if it was doing this before, and the Dow wasn't tanking, we wouldn't even think about it. Ethereum taking the biggest hit. Smaller cap, and people running in and out of it, kind of being scared. Right, so I like gold still holding. JNUG taking a hit though. Remember, it is an ETF. It tends to take hits with the Dow, which is strange, considering it's not attached. It must just have too many instruments intertwined. Must be something going on. NIO kind of fall out of the pattern too. Could fall out with the Dow too. You have to remember, Big Daddy has its influence. SGMMO, my friend, he got in pretty close to the top, 1160. So he's feeling a bit of a. Hope he didn't get in for more than like 5,000 or 6,000, but I know him. He probably did. I don't think he would open a position for less than 3. So he's down at least between 3 and, I don't know, $1,000. It's looking. SLV, which is a silver ETF, is looking great though. It's still inside the pattern. I think this is going to go all the way up to $30 a share. So look for that to gain about damn near 49%. Tesla taking a little hit, but still in the pattern and bouncing off the bottom here. So doing well compared to the rest of the market. Tesla only down 0.5%, and it's only $400. So if you think that's not that, it's easy for it to lose 5 or 10%. That's $40. You know, the Dow when it's down 1%, that's a bigger deal. Walmart holding 140. I kind of feel like that's the top for Walmart, and I'll tell you why. I want to relay this to anyone who wants to hold Walmart long term. The daily. Yeah, the daily's all right, but the weekly is just getting to be overbought soon. You know, it's getting high. MACD about to have a cross. So they're high, but yeah, just something to think about. That's general markets. Really not much to see. 709. Yeah, I have an S&P short going at all times. Right now, I add to it. I got in at 770. I shorted the S&P at 770. We're up 6% today. So, yeah. What I do is I basically dollar cost average into the into shorting the S&P, just like I do like Bitcoin. So I buy like $20 to $100 shares of SPXU whenever I think about it, you know. And I saw bullish divergence here starting to form on the weekly, which is huge. So it's oversold. It was oversold here in the weekly. Now we have the bull. Look at the bullish divergence on the weekly. It's textbook. And the weekly is the strongest indicator yet. So, I mean, you don't have to be a genius, man, to tell you that the Dow is about to tank. Because this is the Dow short, and it has an amazing bullish divergence. Guys, how scary is this, guys? And look at the volume coming in. I'm not the only guy ready to short the Dow, man. All the big boys will, and what they'll do is that's how the Dow will tank. How'd you get stopped out of SXP, man? Went to 90... 98.9. Nice time to buy it though, right? I mean, this is now the perfect time to buy. I would double down on that thing now. That's why you don't put your whole position too. You want to buy you want to have 3 laddered. You want to always, if you want 1500, you want to buy 3 500. If you want 500, you want to buy 3 150s. You know, unless you're like, and you have to look at it. If you regularly trade 100, and you should go in for $30. If it's going to be that, you know, I'm regularly 15 to my positions are 1500 to 3 grand. You know, that's what I'm comfortable with. And when things aren't right, my positions go down to 750 to $500. That's why I put 750 in SXP. Now I'm down $30. I can cut it short. I can move on, man. Right? I'm already up 17 on Monero, so I can say, okay, I'm down $20. Call it a day and move on. Right? It's not killing my total average. It's not getting in my head, and it's not stressing me from another trade that I could be on. Right? Changing the whole course of how we feel today about the markets. Right? Let's look back at the Gus fund, at the regular crypto market now. So Kusama is still holding it. CRV also doing well. Tried to hold it on CRV a few times. I always missed the come up. Got bored waiting for it. Let it go. They can have it. Ocean 4850 still continuing to pump now, huh? So Ocean getting very bullish. Something going on with Ocean. Let's see if DOT, I feel like DOT might pump on the idea that, okay, this tells me, wait, is Bitcoin tanking now? Yep, 13,000. Because I'm telling you, now the Dow must be down like 800. Now, Dow might go down. If the Dow goes down thousands of points, it's going to take us down a little bit. It's going to be impossible for us not to get affected. But damn, man, I spoke too soon, right? I spoke too soon. 700, but nah, we're getting the bounce now. I said all along that we should be long in Bitcoin at the bottom of this trend line, which is 12,977. It looks like 13,000, but when you look at it in the 1 minute, it's 12,977. Now we're so oversold too. Look at that. On the 1 minute, that's usually it. And that usually holds too. Look, we were oversold here in the 1 minute. That is at 12.9, and we got all the way back to 13.2. So yeah, it's the 1 minute chart, man. But man, that last time we were that oversold, look, we got our pump back into action. So I really like Bitcoin at 13,000. Something about it, man. Especially on a day like today. You know, long more Bitcoin today. Really. I just bought $200 worth of Bitcoin on the 25th. Every time I buy $200 worth of Bitcoin on the 25th. No matter what. No matter what. Oh, wow, my stop loss got hit too. SXP fell through the roof, man. 57. Wow, I lost $60. That's the fastest I ever lost money trading. Right there, one of the fastest. Wow. That's the fastest I ever got my stop loss hit, honestly. Never in my life have I seen my stop loss get hit like that. That's crazy. And we bought so overbought. I mean, so oversold. Let's look at it now. See, now you want to buy back in. I know, right? It's like, oh, you little bastard. I had you at hello, and now you went even deeper on me. So now you got to wait for divergence. Bullish divergence, right? So that would have been a good time almost to remove the stop loss at this point. Yeah, I shouldn't say that stuff. That's reckless behavior. But look how oversold it is. You know? 750. You know what's going to bounce back, man. I'm buying that thing right now. I'm buying it back right now, 95. Like, I'm not going to let it get away. Because I know it's so oversold. I'm buying it right back at 750. I'm getting my monies. I'll show you. Come on, man. Like, now it's the most oversold it's ever been. I'm getting back in. I'm buying this fear. It's too good. The fear is too good. Too many people selling. That's what I'm buying. I'll even load up heavier, 850 at 93.9, right? And we're going to do the same thing now. Now I'll make my stop loss way deeper. Like I normally should have. I normally have my stop loss way deeper. Especially on 850. Why is it not 680. It's like, well, you lost the monies. You didn't have all the monies. I was like, I have the monies one days. Boom. At least our stop loss got hit. And there, I got back into 95, man. I'll show you the trade to prove it. Got back in with my 680. I was in at 750, so I got back in. So it's kind of like my stop loss never got hit, right? And I'm going to play this. Yeah, but SXP's so low, man. To me, it'll either stay low, you know? I'm not worried about it. If I lose more, I lose more. It'll be all right. I usually don't revenge trade. I don't suggest revenge trading, but come on, man. They're not going to get me out of something that oversold in the pink on the one. Like, it's right where you want to be. I'm not going to let my emotions like kick me out of a trade that I know looks good. So I'm telling you right now, too, when I said Bitcoin to 13,000 all day, I said it numerous times. Bottom of that trend line. Come on, Skippy, come on, you know? That was the trade. So why would I go against, like, you know, I made these assumptions off the chart, so I'm not trading my emotions. I don't use words like worry or watch out or be careful, or maybe I do. I'm being rude, but it's like, it is what it is. Let's look at that dollar index. How's the dollar faring after all this? Man, not too bad. How's it look on the 4 hour? Man, about to roll over though. Amidst all this too, come back down to the trend line and the dollar will drop on top of all this. Man, we have a perfect storm brewing for Bitcoin right now. Perfect storm. Everyone's going to be like, damn, but why didn't you tell us to buy Bitcoin? And I said, I did. That's all I did for years. I told every one of you, but you didn't listen to me. No matter what I said, no matter how I phrased it, no matter what I did, you know, Bitcoin's falling with the drop. I get it. It's taking a little punchy. Everyone's going to take a hit today. That's what it is. I'm not bad. Today's not bad for me though. I feel like I'm on damage support, you know? Might be time to just cut it. Hang out and tether, but I still think Monero buy is good. I think a 13,000 buy, I think even 12,899. I said that 12,98973, just the bottom of the trend line, man. That's all I wanted, right here. Perfect time to buy Bitcoin. The wick at the bottom of the trend line. You a lucky man if you got into this place. I thought we'd have to wait all day, but we got it right now. So, in my opinion, this just accelerated the buy zone. Perfect time to buy. I would load up on all your USDT pairs right now. That's my word. Buy into this fear right now, man. You have a chance to make a ton of money in the next 3 days. As Bitcoin, look, we already looked at Bitcoin on the 4 hour. You know, don't let this change what we looked at. Look, two hills. This will turn pink in a second. We're also in this rising wedge, you know, bull flag. We're at the bottom of the trend line. We wicked up. Hey, man, these wicks, look, when we had a wick, price went up. We had a wick, price went up. Wick, we're getting wicks. What happens after these wicks? What happened after these wicks? Price goes down. So go to that 1 minute. We're going to find the divergence. You're going to miss the bounce already. You're going to say, damn, there it is. You know? I'm strong. I'm staying strong on Bitcoin. Yeah, no, that was it, though. That's why, dude, I even thought to have a limit order at 12,889. Sitting in my mind for so long, you know? Don't worry, things are going to swing today, but this is a good time to buy. I'm telling you, SXP right now, you can't beat it. I was a little early on it, but, you know, you just get back on in that, ride that horse, man. It's going to make you some money. Again, this isn't financial advice. Please get yourself financial advisors for entertainment purposes only. But if you so choose to entertain yourself with watching me trade, anchor. Look for some oversold beast action right now, you know? Go to that 4 hour. Try to find yourself some front run pink or something that's down. AST, Atom at 512. Finding that's bottom, you know? Now his dominance going to pump on you too. Remember that. What's up with dominance? Starting to move a little bit. 1 minute. You can see dominance is starting to have its way. So keep your eyes on dominance. I think Bitcoin is just going to keep doing its thing. Dominance is going to move. I think Monero is going to be the play. I think a couple little quick alts. And then for the most part, man, it's going to be Bitcoin stealing the show. Maybe BNB as well. You know? So that's what I see happening for the rest of the day. What a tumultuous day. But not for us, man. I think things are great. I'm not worried a bit. Not a blink. I'm loving where the Bitcoin price is right now. Doing great. Look, bounced right off the support line. Should get all the way back up to 13,186. As long as it does that, and it defies the Dow. The Dow's just kind of twiddling. Had a little bit of a bounce now too. But we'll see what happens, man.
Daddy, I'm taking a break. So now, let me tell you my very...
I'll be right there. Let me end the show.
It's on it.
No, let me end the show, though.
Okay.
I'm going to teach you patience right now. Yeah, guys. So watch your dominance. Watch your coins, guys. I hope I helped you out as much. If you need more assistance, please use my Telegram. So many awesome traders as well as me. And I try to be very, very active. Far more active during the weekdays than I am during the weekends. But I'm active there nonetheless. And I'm there to answer your questions. Just get at me and we'll be there as an awesome team getting each other through. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Actually, wait, I have some news, right? Got some more news that I picked out. I might as well share it. Crypto analysis, Bitcoin could start another rally towards 14K. Pretty cool. Bitcoin just had its highest weekly close since January of 2018. Why ETH eyes 400 on the market watch. Alibaba founder Jack Ma, digital currencies can create value. Ali founder group Jack Ma sees value in digital currencies. Bitcoin wallet provider Ledger compromised again by malicious phishing attack. Yeah, don't answer these crazy emails. They're not real. It was a scam alert. According to our information, some scammers are getting in touch with Ledger users through our text messages and emails. Never give 24 words of your recovery seed. Never. You know. New IRS form clarifies how to file taxes on your crypto transactions. Come on. What are you doing? You're distracting people. How to buy Bitcoin with PayPal 2020. PayPal may be a ubiquitous online payment system, but relatively few options exist for buying Bitcoin using the platform. But it lets buyers request a chargeback in the event of a fraudulent transaction, which can be abused by Bitcoin scammers. Nevertheless, there's some exchanges and peer-to-peer marketplaces that support buying Bitcoin using PayPal. So many scammers. Never send anybody your crypto ever. Never, man. Let's check out Fiat Weekly. Money pumping into Bitcoin pretty heavily. Let's not get distracted by the Dow. The Dow is just a distraction, guys. Like, we need to focus on the task at hand, right? Look at that money flying in, man. Look at that polka dot, man. Dot's still getting a lot of buyers, man. I'm telling you, man, that $4 dot will go down as the time to buy. And our whole group was on it. We were on it. We honed in on that. That was a buy that we all can say that we, as a team, we talked about together. We saw days coming. We kind of went over it multiple times. We saw how when Bitcoin tanked, DOT didn't leave the line. There was a lot of indications that DOT was going to do its thing. Bitcoin holding 12 now, as that they're trying to get into us, man. Guys, don't sell your crypto. Don't sell your crypto. Don't get scared. Don't let this Dow tank have anything to do with your crypto. It has nothing to do with it. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Come on, Bitcoin. What are you doing now? Just trying to fake some people out so you can get some longs out. I get it. You want to hang out near the trend line. I get it. But it's over, man. It's time to turn pink and get back up there. Look, there's our bullish divergence too. We didn't have it yet, but there it is. Swing down to swing down. Swing up to swing up. There we go. As I said that, it just went flying down. Wow. So Bitcoin's struggling now. It's taking the whole market down. Now it's a tough day. See what's going on. Yeah. This could be worse, man. Pretty flat. OMG holding it. A lot of alts just holding pretty well. Right? I think 90 SXP for $90, bro. Here's the bounce. Another, we keep hitting these lows. 12. It did look, it hit 29, 12.9, man. Now it's pink. Now it's super oversold. And that confirms the bear bullish divergence. Swing low. If I even take the wicks, wick to wick is heavy. And we get movement on the RSI. That tells you that's your time to long. We do this all the time as a group, man. So boom. Buy into that wick. You're a genius. That's how you leverage trade. You leverage trade on these wicks, and you'd be selling right here when the price hits the 21-day moving average. You use that as your stop loss, you know, or you're basically your take profit. Look, cake got hammered. 34.90, very, very oversold. You buy into this fear on cake, probably be the smartest thing you ever did. Wow, is the Dow going to extend his loss to 800? It's very possible, but look, we see bullish divergence. Apparently, I think that's the end of the bottom, honestly. Especially when I see this exaggerated, meaning like there's this many waves up, all that many waves down. Kind of tells me that that's it for the Dow for the day, but you never know, right? Let's see the news. What was the news? U.S. stock markets slumps as virus cases soar. Stimulus remains elusive. Live markets cracks in down foundation. New home sales post surprise drop. Data released on Monday bucked the recent trend for the housing market, which has roared back to life, with many indicators blowing past pre-pandemic levels to reach heights last seen during the housing bubble. Sales of newly built U.S. homes unexpectedly dropped by 3.5% this month, according to the Commerce, to 959,000 units at a seasonally adjusted annualized rate. And now it's expected a 2.8 increase, building on September's downward revised 3% gain. While strong demand and low mortgage rates are supportive of home sales, the resurgence in cases, a recovery that may be shifting into reverse, and a weak labor market poses downside risks. I mean, the market's not doing well, so anything bad is going to send it spiraling out of control. You know, that's the issue here. It's the real issue. So Bitcoin losing that 13,000 pillar that was in, looking really good before all this nonsense. You can see though, it's 4 hours still not wanting to play too many games. And honestly, the lower this gets, the more it's just going to confirm hidden bullish divergence. So come down a little bit lower, even to 12.7, 12.4 if you want. And then you're going to confirm hidden bullish for us on the 4 hour. Because the price will be something like this. Down here, 12.5. Even if it goes, look, it'll be hidden bullish divergence all the way down at 12.2. If they want to Bart Simpson us to 12.2, then we're still off to the races in a very bullish pattern, in my opinion. So I'm not stressing it at all. At all, in any way, shape, or form. We're doing good. Life is great, guys. Life is awesome. Nothing to worry about. Let me see any of your comments. Any last... I'm not selling it, but it makes me nervous. Bitcoin just dropped a little more, bro. I think the Dow reflection is starting. Yeah, a little bit, but not too bad. I think we're all right. I mean, considering we barely took a fall. We barely fell. Like, we fell 0.3%. While the Dow fell like 2%. So not even close to correlated. A little bit of a move. And we were already looking at this kind of a move anyway. This could have happened when the Dow was doing whatever it wanted to do. I can't say they're 100% correlated, but you know, nothing is a coincidence. I'll give you that. You know. Now XXP in the positive, that trade that I made. So we'll see what happens with that, but I think that was going to be a solid move. All right, guys, any last things before I get out of here? I really appreciate it. Jesse B, XRP Muser, Chris Conlon, Des Romaine, Theo Wrench, Hadouken, everyone that came out today, BS Social Swap, D Stew, every single one of you guys. I really, really appreciate you coming on. Bagwell33, my man David Lee, the Like Police, everyone out there, please hit the like button. Get the Crypto Lifer name out there. Help move the brand. If you want to wear a shirt with the brand or a sweater, please do, man. Because then you walk around, people say, what is that? You say, oh, I watch the Crypto Lifer every morning. It really helps out, man. So it would be awesome. It really helps out, man. So it would be awesome. Listen to him, dude. Listen to that guy. So hit that like button. 11 people watching, 11 likes. Amazing. I really appreciate that. Hit the like button. Tell your friends. Keep it moving. Go get some merch if you want. Channel merch is really awesome. I have a hoodie that I wear almost damn near every day. Just in the wash right now, but I'll bust it out probably tomorrow. I should have it on at every stream. And look, the link's taking way too long. But here's the apparel. We got fanny packs, hoodies. Spent like 5-6 hours creating all this stuff one day. Banks are for robbing. It's my favorite one. Crypto Lifer, right? Phone cases, if you just want to get down, a little phone case, something small. This is really cool. It's like a vinyl slick, you know? It's not like a regular hoodie, a sweatshirt. It's like a thin, like water will kind of bead off of it, you know? Really nice feeling. We even got face masks, Crypto Lifer face masks. To the moon, baby, to the moon. You know, this is my favorite one here. Just a gray hoodie. Nice pullover for it's hoodie season 2. It's time to get a hoodie, man. So support the channel. Get your guys an awesome Crypto Lifer hoodie. Face mask. Even we got the pullover face masks. Got all sorts of cool stuff, man. So jump on in. Become a lifer. Show your support. Thank you so much, Sigur101. First time. I'll be back tomorrow. Really appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Everyone give him a big awesome. Got a phone case for the BlackBerry Key 2 LE. Let's see. Do they have it? Let's see. Samsung. No, right now, look, it's all got the Galaxy, the Samsung right now. All they're giving. Galaxy Note and the Samsung. Not even the iPhone, though? That's pretty lame. Interesting. I'll have to go into that. There's got to be one for the iPhone. Most popular phone in the world. Oh, here it is. So here's iPhones. So you have the iPhone, and then we have one for the Samsung and the Galaxy Note. Funny. I've never heard of someone using the BlackBerry anymore. But maybe they still use it somewhere in the world. Sorry, man. I don't mean to be rude. That sounds rude. I just haven't. I'm being honest, too, though. Which is horrible, but whatever. Anyway, Crypto Face is dope. $5 million bet on Bitcoin going up with the whale crew. Oh, he missed. Oh, yeah, he had to stop that video. Look. Funny, man. Everything was looking good until the Dow tanked on him, and he had to close that trade. So, look, video unavailable. $5 million bet on a video that's never going to be seen by the light of day. Funny, man. I am down $88 on Monero right now, but that's a big bet. So, long-term hold idea. Bitcoin doing great. 12.93. Nothing really to worry about. We'll check on the Dow for you guys one more time. And the Gus funds down 700 and then more, man. Looks like there's more pain coming. That ain't it yet. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Look at all that money pouring into. Remember, a lot of Chainlink buyers right now. Let's just take a look at Chainlink before I bounce. One last thing. Like, I wanted to leave, guys, but one last little thing. Let's look at Chainlink. It's Link, man. These are opportunities. A strong coin with huge correlation. $10 Link. I just sold it at $12.80. $10 Link. So I just sold it $12.80, right? So it tells you that a $10 Link is pretty good. It comes back down to the 21-day moving, the 200-day moving average. Looks tasty. Let's look. Where's support and resistance? Right here. Right here. It's actually hitting previous resistance right there. So it hit it here. It hit it here, it hit here, hit here, and now it's right back at previous resistance. Very interesting. So, I mean, definitely a good place to get a bag. $10 Link. Oh, that's Link up. So Link is at $11.50 now. Sorry about that. So 1150. Forgive me for that. I was doing it quick. Now, same scenario though. It's bouncing here, here. Same scenario, right? Same exact scenario. It's bouncing off the support region. Got the 50-day moving average here. Looking pretty good on the 4-hour, right? And the 1-hour probably, we're looking for the pink to come out, right? Daily's going to roll over a little bit too. Daily's not the healthiest, but it could keep kind of doing its thing. Breaking out of this falling wedge, I say it goes all the way to 16.9. So this is just kind of like a pullback in its lifespan. So looking at Link, really nice right here, honestly. Link's looking really, really nice. Yeah, we'll see. 1159. I see a bit of a head and shoulder, head, shoulder come here. That kind of is the end of the head and shoulder too. 1159 for Link. Seems like a lot of people are pouring into Link right now. Let's look at the 15-minute. Oversold. Starting to get your divergence too as well. Interesting. 1159. So what I do is when I see something good, I try to get it even better. So if I like 1159, then I put a buy in for 1125, 1130. You may not even get it. Link at 1160 seems to be getting pumped right now, honestly. And why I saw that was fiat leak, man. When I saw how much Link was coming into fiat leak, Link is down here. Watch this left screen. Link and Tezos are getting bought up because people have been waiting for these prices. I'm telling you, a lot of said, oh, I'll get it when it comes down to here. These are those prices people have been waiting for. You know, to me, this is like a little Christmas present from the Dow, giving us a little hookup price that we've been waiting for our cryptos that we may never got. You know, it's like a little hookup. Look at XDZ right now. Anything below 250 on XDZ to me is a steal. Anything in the $2 region, steal. So 209, right? People are just like, wow. Earlier today it was all the way up to 215. So anything near $2 for Tezos, people are gonna love. They're gonna absolutely love. And then you see the bullish divergence starting to form. To me, that's kind of generating the whole hope throughout the whole industry here that like people are gonna start. Now everyone's getting back in. Institutions, the bots pick up and they kind of run things. So the bots are like, yep, it's time to buy again. And we're back above 13,000. And look how ill that is. I wouldn't be selling things. I'd keep some looser stop losses today. Things are volatile. But I have a feeling I'm going to end up on top no matter what. At the end of this day, I'm going to end up on top big. Especially with this bounce here. Huge bounce for crypto. I think a lot of people sold their stocks and got into crypto today. I think decoupling is occurring as we speak. Look at the Dow going further down as Bitcoin takes a nice bounce. So the Dow defying Bitcoin, Bitcoin defying the Dow. I mean, doing great. Look at that huge bounce in the 1 minute. Now we're double bottoming. And look, you can clearly see the bullish divergence forming here. I said all day that this was going to be the bottom, that a buy for Bitcoin here at 1289. And that's why I went in for $4,000 into Monero. You know, I put my money where my mouth is. That Monero trade, I'm pretty sure I'm in now for 5K in Monero. It's going to be a slow uptrend, but it's going to get pulled up with Bitcoin pumping, the USDT pair. So, and with the volatility, it's kind of like a savings account, in my opinion. So, you could follow me. You could do whatever you want. I don't know. I'll show you my trades. We'll stay up to date. We'll stay together. We'll make it through this insane day of volatility. And as long as we keep our heads on, and we trade with the charts, we buy oversold coins with bullish divergence, we're going to be great. I'll be there to join you in a little while. We'll clean for the day. Why don't you go take a rest? Looks like you need to lay down. All right. Don't overwork yourself. Remember, you walked a lot yesterday. Do you want to go on a walk later?
I don't know. My pelvis hurts a little bit. I'm going to take it easy today.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And now I really am going to skip on out. Let me look at the chart at you guys. Toyota getting into crypto. Interesting. Toyota getting into crypto? Hold on. Toyota's IT arm works on digital token pilot with crypto exchange. Toyota Systems, an IT arm of Toyota Motor Corporation, is collaborating with Japanese cryptocurrency exchange Decurrent to develop a branded token digital currency. The large-scale pilot will involve 2,500 employees at Toyota Systems. The platform will feature digital currency payments for benefits. According to the announcement, participating employees will be able to exchange the digital currency for benefit points or gifts from a catalog. Toyota Systems noted that the digital currency cannot be exchanged for Japanese yen. The new pilot uses Decurrent's proprietary blockchain-based platform for issuing and managing digital currencies. The pilot will test the scalable of a peer-to-peer model on the blockchain as well as business issues related to payments to a large group of people. I saw R3, guys. The automotive joined the R3 consortium, a majority industry alliance, in 2016. Now, am I wrong? But when I hear R3, I think of XRP, right? Where's the muser on that? Yeah, I'm into Hex. Hex is cool, man. It'll make you some money. I think Hex is great. I'm not into Hex. I'm not going to spend time on it. It's, if you want to get into Hex, it's your thing. I think I missed the boat. A lot of people called it a scam. I honestly didn't think it was a scam. I think Richard Hart is actually a pretty smart guy. But I think anything that's not Bitcoin is a scam, honestly. Like, I don't mean that. I shouldn't say that. Anything that, like, he's just trying to get your Bitcoin, man. I don't know how to say that without being, like, I feel like he's just trying to get his hands on your Bitcoin. That's me, though. I could be completely wrong. So, Link is going to pump now. That was your buy for Link. 1159, 1160. Really good time to get into some Link, honestly. I'll say that again. 1160, 1159 Link, 1165 even right now. Monero, 1130, 1135 area, anywhere around there. Monero, dude. It's back to business as usual for these coins. So we'll get that pump on the 1 hour. See what we get. Back up here, 138, 140. Monero. Monero. Basic attention token. Was about to fly without all this nonsense happening. And now it's kind of, okay, I'm back in the pattern. I'm ready to fly again. So watch BAT, man. When it pumps, it looks like it's going to pump pretty hard. Multiple targets falling out of this long accumulation range that it's been in for a long time. Why were you carrying weights around?
It's only 10 pounds.
Stop doing that. All right. Yeah, Hex, I'm not a huge fan of Hex. I didn't get into it, so I'm late. So, you know, I might have a biased opinion, in all honesty. But to me, the ship has sailed, so I'm looking for another ship. You know? Look at Binance going on the 4 hour. It's in a clear, look, shoulder. Delete that. It's in a clear shoulder, head, shoulder. This is about to fly. So this is the perfect time to buy Binance coin. Just had a cross in the 4 hour. Little bit of movement, more coming. All this stuff happened. It really didn't affect it too much. It was really about to break out, and it just got itself cooled off a little bit. This thing is about to roar. So yeah, dude. After all that happening, Bitcoin holding 13,000. If you're not still bullish, then I think you need to get your head checked. Right? You need to get your head checked. We're going to the moon, dude. We're going to the moon. All right, my friends. Have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Join the Telegram group so you can extend what you learned here and just keep moving forward with your life. I think he's an extremely smart individual. Extremely smart. You know? That's like, I think that he's done his homework. You know? A lot of people hate just because they don't like something. I think Richard Hart is extremely smart, man. Say he's not. Listen to the guy for an hour stream. Yeah, he's annoying. He likes to hear himself talk. He's a megalomaniac. These are all facts. Okay? But I'm probably similar to him, man, in some ways. I'm live streaming every day. Love hearing myself talk. We all love ourselves, man. If you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? I know it's crazy. You know, you just can't get too into it. Every once in a while, you have to detach from your ego and realize you're not you. You're just a piece of energy that people like to chill on. So check this out. This is in a bull flag, doing really well on the 1 hour. So core is at the bottom of the bull flag, about to fly, actually. So good for you, man. It looks like it'll range. Just look at these horrible wicks, man. You thought it was manipulation on Binance. There's more manipulation on these Uniswap tokens than anything else. This is making it hard for me to move my my position to your target here. But bottom of the trend line, this is where you want to buy. On ChartX, right? And then there's our line in the sand there. And then look, it probably has everything. Price range. That up 14% you'll make on core. So that's about to pop. There you go. You guys can do this. I teach you guys this stuff. Well, maybe you're at work or something. I just feel like I teach you guys this. You guys can do this yourself now. I truly believe I could pass away. At this point, my core lifers, you guys could take over. You watch me enough. Yeah, the Dow's done, dude. The Dow's done. Well, you got to check it on the daily, though. On the daily, it has the MAs to go through. It still has these three. Got to always look at the daily, Jesse. It's on TradingView, Core, Wrapped, ETH. That's cool, man. We still use ChartX, though. I feel like being combative with my subscribers today. You say something, I'm going to say something else. Jesse, what are you having for lunch, man? Or do you skip lunch? What are you doing? What does Jesse have for lunch? We should do that every day. We should end the stream when Jesse tells us what he's eating for lunch. That's when I know I have to go and eat my lunch. So, Jesse, what are you having for lunch, man? I knew it. I knew he was going to say that. I knew it, this freaking guy, man. I fucking knew it. Such a weird dude, just like me. Because that's the answer I give people. I actually like to fast in the morning, and I always eat the salad. I always try to eat lunch. Yep. 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 You don't need the sugar. You don't need the calories. You go home, you make love to your dinner, and you make love to your wife. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Please enjoy yourself. Remember that this life isn't about worrying about things. It's about exploring, enjoying, and being awesome. Just dinner, bro. So just, well, then you're missing that. All right, well, have a great night, everybody. Yeah, love you all. Be safe and enjoy.